This is Twitch and Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge live from Las Vegas. There's 32 teams and a lot of big Twitch streamers in this, amazing streamers. Today they'll be doing IRL challenges and tomorrow they'll be doing the gaming. And good luck to all the streamers and content creators competing live from Las Vegas in this Twitch Rivals event.
Welcome to Twitch Rivals, the show about the streamers and the games they love, and welcome to the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge live from Vegas. Over the next 2 days, 32 of the biggest Twitch creators in the world will compete for their share of $250,000, and a winning duo will each get one of these amazing custom Twitch Rivals arcade cabinets. I'm your host, Wavepunk. We're going to explain everything that's going to go on over the next 2 days in just a bit, but first, let's meet our 32 creators and kick things off with some action right out of the gate. For that, I'm going to send it over to today's casters, Glitter Explosion and Uber. Guys, how's it going?
Thank you very much, Caleb. We're doing fantastic down here on the stage, Glitter. We have 32 of our biggest creators right here in Vegas competing in a variety of different challenges. Suffice to say, we're going to kick things off in unorthodox fashion, though.
We most certainly are, and when we say 32 creators, we mean 32 of the most amazing creators you can find here on Twitch. And those events, we're not even going to spoil them for you because we've got a lot of action to dive in here too today. So let's start off by introducing our competitors.
Sounds like a great idea. Let's get things started, of course, and let's make some noise in the chat for Nick A30 and Replays.
Let's go.
Hassan and Will Neff.
Oh boy.
QT Cinderella and Maya. Lulu Lovely and Ava. Puns and Foolish Gamers. Soda Puppet and Russell. Five Up and Tina Kitten. And Fusely and Anthony C.
Thieves.
Then coming up next, we've got Cypher PK and Lucky. Tyler, Juan, and Michaela.
Tyler, I think she... No? Okay.
Kaide and Tens. Hannah Rose and Tapple. NMP and Melina. It's Timmy and Mick. It's Hafu and Dog Dog. And finally, XQC and Adept the Best. Guys, those are your competitors.
Talk about jumping right into things, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, here at the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge, we're putting our fantastic creators through a variety of different paces. We're kicking off with a good old-fashioned tug of war.
All right, guys, now if you're wondering exactly how this tug of war is going to work, while you see all of our competitors planning their strategies, getting themselves ready for how this is all going to work, we'll explain it to you a little bit, okay? Obviously, there's two teams, right? But what you don't know is there's $8,000 on the line for just this tug of war. That is a lot of money just to start up the competition here, Uber.
Obviously, a couple of rules here to start with. You'll notice everyone's wearing gloves, not your garden variety hand protection. You cannot wrap the rope around your hand or body, and you cannot sit down. Once the Twitch Rivals bandana crosses one of these lines, we will have a victorious team. Today is all about challenges a little outside of the gaming world here, and we'll see that mix of strength and agility here from our streamers in our first challenge.
Yeah, I'm interested to see exactly how they handle this situation. We see a little bit of staggering.
Look at that
going here.
quadricep, Tyler won. Unreal. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game on!
Oh, this is dead even, Uber. Are you kidding me? This is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Look at the muscles on these competitors.
There are a lot of bodies heaving right now. Tyler won on the floor on this left side, trying to keep it going. But look at the raw strength. The rhythm over here.
Ooh, we're seeing
Pulling in
some
time with
movement.
each other.
We got a little bit of movement coming in on the right side with Nick A30.
Halfway on this right side. Nick A30 leading from the front. Calls coming in from the back.
Tyler is determined. He's not letting the front of this rope go anywhere. They are holding it here in a stalemate of sorts.
XGC trying to hold it down towards the back. Words of encouragement from the rear here. This is now a war of attrition. Who will tire out first?
Oh, I don't know. We're looking pretty strong here over on the right. They've got some anchors in the back, but this team is not to be stopped. I cannot believe they're getting it back every time.
This is where the soles of your shoes are being sorely tested. The grip. Look at Tyler One's feet at the front sliding. He's bringing it back though.
Oh, they're bringing it back. This is the first time they got a little bit of a lead. We're seeing feet being stepped on. There are champs being given through across all of these teams. They are gaining a lot of ground right now.
Here's where the fatigue sets in when you can't sit down. Look at the face on.
Let's go, Tyler One!
Almost there. Last
It is
couple
so
of feet.
close.
And there it is.
Woo!
Oh my God. I was not ready for that. They already all look exhausted. And this is just the start of today, guys. They have so many other events they still have to be able to make their way through.
Somebody probably should have told our streamers about conserving energy. Tell you what, rope burns would have been an issue without these gloves. And wait a minute. Myth with the eyeballs.
Myth is looking pumped right now. Myth, I
He's
feel
letting
like
know.
those were competition eyes. Those were competition stares. Smack talk's being tossed about.
$1 tug of war. And it went both ways. That was crazy. That's how we kick off our Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge right there. Trust me, that's just the beginning. We'll show you all the crazy IRL challenges we've built for today, and we'll hear from our creators next, right here on Twitch Rivals.
Ultimate Challenge. 32 of your favorite Twitch creators have ditched their desks and flocked to America's Neon Playground for an IRL celebration full of insane obstacles, ludicrous LAN events, and all-around outrageous fun. 2 days is all you need in this town. That's 1 day of physical challenges, 1 day of gaming competitions, and 16 massively talented duos putting on a true Vegas show in hopes of becoming Ultimate Challenge champions. These streamers are going all out for their share of a massive $250,000 prize pool and pressing their luck to take home the ultimate prize. So grab your seat and get ready to watch Twitch's brightest stars go for broke as they battle across physical and digital odds, all set against the bright lights of the Las Vegas Strip, baby. You know what they say. What happens in Vegas ends up all over the internet. Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge live from Las Vegas starts now.
Oh, thank you so much, generic announcer guy. Welcome back to Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge live from Vegas. We just saw easily the most dramatic tug of war I could have possibly imagined. Uber, Glitter, you guys were commentating. What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, if there was any concern about whether there'd be a true spirit of competition here with our streamers, I think that's been allayed right now. I think Tyler One came out with rope burns. It was one of the longest tug of wars I've seen.
See, you know what? I always knew that it was going to be a deadlocked competition. Although I didn't know it was going to go on for that long. They all have to be exhausted, and that's not even taking into account.
Making 2 of them. There's 2 of them.
We are going big here, okay? This is the ultimate challenge, so of course we gotta give each of the winning duo their own arcade. And do you see that thing? That is sweet.
Functional
okay?
arcade cabinet, by the way. It's a functional
Yes.
Yeah,
arcade
it's no
cabinet.
Mickey Mouse thing that you see in someone's basement and like that.
This is the main broadcast you're watching here on /Twitch Rivals, but all 32 creators have individual streams live as well. As they move through our Ultimate Challenge world, our 32 creators have the option to IRL stream on mobile cams powered by Samsung and the Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G. It's Samsung's newest foldable device with brighter, more durable screens and 5 lenses for the ultimate hands-free camera experience. So use the extension on the right side of your screen and check out the POV of your favorite creator whenever you want throughout the event. Okay, let's check in with some of our creators now and hop around, see some of them using the content. Here's Cutie right now.
It's community.
Yeah, you're getting a look at now, like some of these activities, right? And you can just see just how ridiculous and vibrant some of them are. To such a degree that we have some strategizing, we have some conversation occurring. Some of these challenges are going to feature, head-to-head. Some of them will be sort of teams just trying to...
Chip Shot, where teams will get 90 seconds to take turns jumping over a foam pit, grabbing hanging poker chips with different number values. Only one chip may be grabbed per jump. Teams will trade their total chip value in for golf balls, which they will then putt down a green onto a revolving roulette wheel to earn points. The team's final score is the total points added up for each golf ball's placement on the wheel.
This is Chip Shot, and we've got some of our amazing friends spread around the room here to help us cover these challenges throughout the day. Sancho West is at Chip Shot now and standing around. I think there's a few creators you got there over there with you, Sancho.
Oh, no doubt. We got an awesome suite of creators, but I am Sancho West. I will be your on-field reporter for all the chaos that's happening here at Chip Shot, and as well as Lower Roller a little bit later. But yo, you saw the video. This challenge is going to test all our streamers with athleticism as well with a little bit of skill. You got a little bit of putt-putt action.
One-handed.
Boom, I still got it. You know what I'm saying, Wave? You know what I'm saying, Glitter? But yo, this is very intimidating. This is about 20 feet. It feels like high. And at the same time, all of our competitors are going to be going for this 3-point chip, no doubt. I have a couple of people here. I'm going to interview Myth and Timmy here. Let's bring them in and let's say, yo, what's up? Thank you so much for joining me. We will probably be on live streams fails later, but that's okay. I have vibing right here. It's Timmy. Thank you so much for joining me now.
Like, no, gonna talk.
Also, does someone want to tell Sancho that's not 20 feet? It's more like 10. I know it looks like it looks high from down there, my guy. you can almost touch the top, Obi. I'm watching
It's
you.
fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay. Moving on. When you were a kid, did you enjoy?
Is complete, a light will come on, indicating it's time to bust it down. Teams will then use a slingshot to launch projectiles at their fully assembled block towers. Once all the pieces have been completely knocked off the platform, teams will hit the buzzer to lock in their time.
All right, there's a lot going on with this one, guys. And keeping track of all the madness today is Nekra. Nekra, how's it going?
What's up, Twitch? My name is Nekra, and I'm going to be your sideline reporter for Blockbuster, one of the 4 in-person challenges we've got going on for day 1 of the Ultimate Challenge. It's pretty simple. We've got blocks. You're going to put them together, and then you're going to take all of the balls and try to knock it down once you are done. It's going to be an absolutely wild time, and to join me to kick things off, we've got Hannah Rose and we've got Tapple. Come on over here and let's chat a little bit. Hannah Rose, how are you doing today?
Alternating laps between teammates. With each lap, they must retrieve one and only one of the objects placed around the course and bring it all the way back to the starting line before their partner can start their lap. The team collects all of the objects, returns them to the starting line, and hits the button to lock in their time.
On this one too to stop the timer. When I think of high-paced action, though, I think of one person, and that is our friend Veli, who's currently at Low Rollers.
What's going on, Wave Punk? And it's your boy Veli, and this right here is going to be called Low Rollers, not Low Riders. Now, the goal is all about speed, but the motion is going to help you get to the finish line. And the goal, you're going to have to collect one of these die and bring it to the finish line, and the race doesn't end until you hit that button right over there. But we got some of the influencers here already, and Dog, you're from Team Hafu. Come over here, man. Talk to me for a second. First off, tell the beautiful people at home how you doing.
I'm doing great. I haven't had my coffee yet, but I'm functioning still.
So you were able to practice so far, and what are your initial thoughts about low rollers?
Okay, so it's a little easier than I thought to go, but I think there's definitely going to be some crashes because it's kind of hard to maneuver.
Come to Sticky Wall. Duos will choose one person from their team to put on a full-body sticky jumpsuit and bounce on an inflatable runway leading up to a huge sticky wall. While bouncing, their blindfolded teammates will throw balls at them in an attempt to stick as many as possible to their suit. Each ball caught on a suit is worth 1 point. When time is called, the person in the suit then has 10 seconds to hurl themselves at the sticky wall. Depending on how high they stick, a bonus multiplier will be earned. Balls must remain stuck to the suit in order to count towards the final score. So good luck, and don't drop the ball.
Hello, everybody. I've got Soda Pop in here with me on the sticky wall. You're already suited up and ready to go. Does that mean you are ready for the challenge today?
Ready to stick.
Ready to stick. We're already like sticking to each other here. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. Anyway, this challenge is super exciting. Basically, you wear these giant Velcro suits and then you get Velcro balls thrown at you by someone who is blindfolded. So not only do they not know where they're throwing, it is up to the person in the suit to actually try to get the balls to stick to their body. What is your strategy going into this today?
Well, you see, the problem is my partner's not. Each member of our 16 duos will spend 30 seconds in here grabbing as many points as they can, and their combined point total will be used to break any ties in the overall standings after the 4 main challenges are complete. We'll be checking in here from time to time as well. Have either of you ever done one of these machines?
No,
Yes.
I mean, I'm not from America. I feel like that's a thing for you guys. I feel like us grabbing cash is a little on the nose where I'm from. I'm just saying.
I'll say, Glitter, as the resident Las Vegan, what's it like in the,
You're
in the,
not even
in
Las
the machine?
Vegan, right?
Las Vegan?
Yeah.
Get it? Well, I'm going to be the first to tell you that cash is slippery, okay?
Okay.
And when the fan has all of it kind of whirling around, you don't know where you want to grab. Obviously, your reaction is to kind of like grab above, but honestly, it's a little bit easier to go below the lower half of your body. See if you can just grab what's
to go on here. As we take a closer look, you'll see the Twitch Rivals has taken over the famous Las Vegas sign. We've got the slingshot from Blockbuster and the foam pit from Chip Shot. You'll see a part of the gaming area and the arcade cabinet, and our 2 winners will eventually earn permanent positions on that billboard. So there's a lot on the line here in Vegas over the next 2. The Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge live from Vegas. We're about to turn 32 creators loose on this arena floor where 4 incredible physical challenges await them. But before that, chat, it's time for Guessing with Duncan, where you have a chance to win a Twitch Rivals and Duncan beanbag signed by participants at the event, and Twitch Rivals and Duncan tumbler by predicting the outcomes in today's first round of challenges. Check out the polling widget on the Twitch Rivals extension, make your predictions, and watch your name shoot up the leaderboard. And be sure to keep your eyes on the extension for new predictions throughout round 1. There's no purchase necessary. It's open to all 50 states and DC. Must be 18 years or older. See the official rules at link.twitch.tv/Twitch Rivals Duncan, or exclamation point Duncan in chat for the full rules. Cast your predictions down. So, that's what we've got in store for you guys, chat. You can win lots of fun stuff. We're going to be running the 4 main challenges simultaneously today. Our 16 duos have been split into 4 groups of 4. Each group will compete on one of the challenges, and once all groups have completed their challenge, they will rotate to the next until everybody has completed everything. And hey, are the 4 groups. Here are the 4 groups for day 1 of the Ultimate Challenge, and this shows you exactly where they'll be starting their journey. So again, 4 groups of 4. There's 16 duos.
event. And technically they're blind on the events as they go, but that doesn't prevent them from watching.
They're not going to just start crashing into stuff, because obviously, I don't know if you've ever been on one of these sort of low scooters, but you control it with both feet, but as Dog pointed out, your propulsion mechanism is your steering mechanism. You torque a single wheel in the...
Right now, this game is going to be it this entire event. You see it right now? Woo!
I mean...
Mosley already in the lead.
Yeah, absolute speed demon.
quick.
I mean, this is pretty slow stuff from Adept to start with, but XQC's going to tag and look at make up for lost time.
I mean, you were talking about it. It's all about figuring out the motion of the low rollers, and it looks like they might have struggled a little bit on that first lap.
Collision early here for XQC on that first corner. He's got himself a dive, but again, that holding on for dear life. He's not got a free hand.
coming around the corner at the same time. Now this race has started to even up the obstacles and continue on their journey without it becoming a hindrance.
Here it is. Last lap coming up now for XQC and Anthony Z on the other side.
Oh!
Now XQC needs the dice here, needs to not run into it and scoop it up.
Yeah, it's on a different spot of the track. He does hit some obstacles on the way, but
got the
makes
dice.
the pickup.
He's well ahead as well. XQC on the final stretch. He's going to get himself to the finish.
Let's go! Bog.
It looks like it's 1:30, but that's the unofficial time. We've got to calculate if there's any penalties. We'll wait for the final score. And it looks like, oh, and the button press on the other side. All right.
But they just did pretty well. You got the time. So you all set the tone right now. Do you think anyone else here are gonna match what you two?
Yeah, he was slow. He was turtle pace. Of course they're gonna match.
No, wait, this is your teammate.
I know, and we need the best of the best today. Was that your best performance?
No, but we're on the same team. Stop roasting me. Also, we have to practice, and they won't need to practice. So we probably we're ranked 1. I believe we're gonna be ranked 1.
Okay, that's fine. If you believe, I believe. But the next ones, we're gonna crush everyone anyway, so we're fine.
There you go. Team chemistry at an all-time high, as you can see right here. This is back over to you, Wave Punk.
Thanks so much, Belly. All right. Again, all competitions happening simultaneously. Let's go over to
Facey. So both teams have opted to build first, then put them inside the slot.
See, I love that this is the puzzle aspect first, and these are not easy puzzles. They are a little bit confusing, and that's right. And that's why you see them having to kind of remove some of the pieces. They thought it was on one side, now is it on the other? I mean, this is where it starts to get a little bit tricky, but it will even up when they get to the slingshot.
the fact that the images look like cards
Yes, I
and
know.
they're symmetrical
Love
makes
it.
it so much harder, though. Like, oh, there's 2 faces. Wait, no, one of them's got to be upside down.
Well, did you also notice the faces on the cards?
Yes, they are
yes, we did.
iconic, of course. It's really hard to unseat
I
that.
think it's going to be a corner shot. I think they're going to have to go where the joints of the puzzle pieces are and kind of get a little bit of like loosening happening in that area. And meanwhile, on the other side, Hannah and Tapple haven't even knocked a single block off yet.
Yeah, these are rather durable. Now, these teams are going to have to find out a way to collect these balls without getting hit by them. That's a whole nother... Oh, there it is.
Great shot.
You're dead right, Glitter. That's the club shot you were looking...
Diggy while. And I think they maybe just set like 60 points or something. It was crazy. She was completely covered and was like high on the wall. So
Yup.
that's gonna be wild. Let's take a look though. Here is the rotation, by the way, of what team is at what challenge right now. So we watched Lulu and Ava there complete Blockbuster, and we watched them compete against Puns and Foolish Gamers. We watched Foozly go up against XQC on low rollers. So I'm ready to watch this one. It's gonna be Hassan and Will Neff going at it right now. And it looks like Hassan is going to be the one throwing the balls here. Necra, you see the action?
Seeing the action right now, Hassan is getting ready at the pitch to start throwing these balls right at Will Neff. Will Neff is ready on the bouncer to get ready. Uber, Glitter, this is going to be exciting.
Echolocation, Will Neff is saying.
I mean, Hassan is built like an Olympic shot putter, but look at this finesse. He's just lobbing these balls in, and it's 100% hit rate so far.
How is it so perfectly straight? I can't see what's going on. I mean, we can hear the communication coming out of Will Neff.
Is he echolocating? Has he evolved that much?
They're way too calming.
Is he related to the porpoise species?
He's got to be.
Unreal.
Have they missed a single ball yet?
No, and bear in mind that Will Neff can't step past that line. He can't use his hands either, so he's catching these on his body.
This is actually insane right now. This is the most cohesive one I've seen here to date. He's listening, he's adjusting his throws, and Will is making sure that his body feels.
He's starting to get wide, though. I think his perceived center was to the right, but he's adjusted that a little bit now. A lot of connections here, and Will is going to get ready to try and stick himself to the wall.
Oh, does he get above the point multiplier and stick? That was a great It's so clutch in that scenario.
Yeah, you really almost need to go semi-fetus there if you want to, get on the back. Because if your feet cross those lines, obviously you're not getting the multipliers. That's a huge...
Just hear about what the
Tyler 1, 2, 1.
If they're going to go for it first, seems like they did here, and then Michaela follows it up with the 2.
And look, these are our stars, of course, of the Tyler 1 Power Meet. We've had 2 of them already. Both have demonstrated their athletic prowess here, and they are going to get as many of these chips as they can.
I'm not going to lie, that Power Meet was amazing. I loved watching the entire thing, and I love the fact that we've got 2 insanely strong big competitors here. They're making this look easy.
You have to understand that Tyler is trained ever since he was in high school. He obviously played on his high school football team, was quite talented, and really was focused on his physical development from a young age. And Michaela has also been with him for every step of the way in recent years, as though those 2 have gone from strength to strength in terms of their physical fitness. I think she just plucked that one away.
Listen, they're on to the easy ones now. They can finish this up. Did you notice they're not even using the rope to climb up the slope? They're just running straight up it.
No messing.
And that's all of them. right?
That was quick.
Yo,
That was
folks, the
quick.
hardest part though is getting out of the pit. That is where a lot of our competitors are trying to get out of there, be efficient, and I think Tucker's them out. You're seeing right now a little bit gassed, a little bit winded, and that has been a factor when it comes to the putt side of things.
Also, if a chip has already been knocked down, they're allowed to jump and then pick it up as if it was the one. So you see Tyler there grabbing that.
And that
with
has been
9
the strategy for
seconds to
Cypher
spare.
PK duo. Cypher PK got 2 chips, and basically they made their jumps efficient.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, eventually you don't have to jump out anymore. You just drop in, grab what you need, and come out. But you can see here, these two put that effort in. Didn't bother with the rope. It was all about speed. They had time to spare, but now we need to make sure these golf shots are on point. I don't know, Tyler. His athletic exploits are wide range. I'm not sure if golf falls under that.
I mean, he did single-handedly win that tug of war earlier.
Yeah, right here.
And now, after chip shot, this has been pretty crazy.
Yo, Tyler won, man. Already, dude, you were the beast in the tug of war. It's unbelievable to see how you feel after doing chip shot.
Yo, I'm 6'5", 255 pounds.
Facts.
So getting out of the pit for a big guy like me,
Facts.
that was pretty hard. That's a workout right there.
No doubt, no doubt. Hey, maybe you were able to clear out the entire field. Any concerns doing the putt-putt?
Listen, I play putt-putt every Saturday for about 3 hours. Been doing it about for 25 years. This won't be a problem.
No problems for Tyler 1. Now look, already 28 points is the lead. How much you gonna walk away here?
28's a little low. We probably get 40, 45.
I believe it. I believe it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let them set that up here. Now it's gonna be exciting. It's all down to the putt-putt. You can miss it. You can get 5 points max. You can get 1.
100%. I mean, I'm hoping that they kind of scoped it out a little bit as they were walking over to see what point values are available. That was not a 5. Oh my God, that was.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
Well, he said 40 points.
That one going in.
Shut the front door.
Okay, he's mortal.
I don't think we've seen double 5s like that. That was
No, we haven't. We haven't.
All right, I think we're at 12 right now. Another one, 13.
This is huge.
A lot of these balls are going for 1 point.
See, and that's the the unlucky side of the roulette wheels. That sometimes that's what happens. You talked about timing. I feel like he's got it down.
The rhythm's absolutely there. Look at this. I mean, again, trying to make sure he gets. Oh my! Another 5. Making sure he makes these shots in time. Too much habanero on that one, but still plenty of balls to send down. Last one.
Nice.
That was a solid run.
Absolutely. Okay. Stop the roulette wheel to make counting easier, but beautiful stuff there from Tyler 1 as Michaela looks on.
This performance I've seen. Yo, that's a big score, Tyler 1. It's gonna be a big dog. I've never seen double 5. We've seen a couple 5s here and there, but that was insane. It's amazing.
Nicky 30.
The placement that replays is getting himself right on the
phase,
edge of the
phase, baby.
so that there's not a
Phase
lot
up.
of energy expended every time he gets out.
Yeah, that's right. A little bit of risk, though. You don't want to hit the side, of course. It's padded somewhat, but there's still quite a fall. Now, 50 seconds still left, so these guys have a ton of time. They've knocked all the chips into the pit. Now they're just on collection duty. This is just housekeeping.
I like that they have the strategy of knocking them into the pit so then they can keep grabbing them as they're making these jumps in their allotted amount of time.
And still, obviously, it takes, we talked about it a bunch, the energy that it requires to get out of the pit is still quite...
Every day, it sounds like jogging is better by 1 point.
Yeah, and honestly, that point matters, okay? Because if you guys recall, the standings from today determine a lot.
Placement. The top 20 scores will win. A friendly Twitch staff will reach out to confirm your participation and prizes. Be sure to come back for the next Twitch Rivals for your chance to play and win. Remember to download the Duncan app on a solid foundation of security and privacy. Crypto.com's industry-leading
go
exchange,
cryptocurrency.
DeFi Wallet, and NFT platforms are safe, easy to use, and already serving over 10 million customers. We are so pumped to partner with Crypto.com as our official global cryptocurrency platform partner. As we move on with Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge, we are over to Glitter and Uber for our first look at the leaderboard.
Thank you very much, Caleb. Yeah, obviously quite a frenetic first round as we bounced around the room and caught up with a few different challenges. Some were timed, some were point-based. Now, Glitter, what's important to know is that all of those, they translated to ultimate points, which is what these sort of teams are competing based on. Here is our leaderboard as it stands.
Ooh, okay, so obviously we only got...
We saw Ava there with the stretch. She was holding, she had her fingers kind of wrapped around the edges, holding the ball in as she pulled it back to make sure it doesn't fall out of the slingshot.
Honestly, they had some of the best slingshot strategy, which is a tongue twister that I have seen so far over there. For anyone that has tried to test it out, they not only had a solid hold on the ball, but the amount of blocks that they were able to knock down at once on that very first hit, I mean, I don't know that we've seen that happen.
No, not yet. I mean, it's very cathartic when you just bang out half of that cartilage. But yeah, we had trouble with that. I missed it like 35 times because the lower you aim sometimes, like the higher.
First here, Belly. Who's competing in low rollers? Belly, can you hear me? I can see you, Belly.
Sir Belly.
Belly.
Yes. I'm sorry. I was all in the races right now. Maya's cooking them, but the thing is, Soda Pop and Russell's having a little bit of team bonding trouble right now. They're mad at each other, but
No, but they are now ready
Nick
to start
A30 versus
slingshotting
Cypher
balls
PK,
at
two of the
that finish
best
ball.
Fortnite competitors in the world.
Oh, come on, come on.
I love these two guys.
It's not doable. It's not doable.
Come
They give
on.
up because there's too many blocks to squish together and hold in solid shape. Nice shot.
Two of the sweatiest freaking Fortnite builders ever. Playing arena comps
Yeah,
every
a
day.
little low,
These people
but
are
replay's making up for it with
sweaty
every single
AF.
shot. And I like that Nick is aggressively collecting the balls so that they don't lose them or so that the other team doesn't snag them.
Nice.
Uber, I think our record's in the dust.
Yeah.
I think this is going to easily be sub 4 minutes.
You don't hit.
What? I mean, what are you guys doing?
Honestly, we came into this pretty prepared, not gonna lie. We had our minds in the right place, and we're ready to take it home. I think the trick is honestly just hustle. We're not giving up. Even if we don't know what we're doing, we're just moving. If you don't know what to do, do something. So that's the game plan.
All right, you guys have a fantastic run so far.
Here, Hafu and Dog just wrapped it. They're exhausted, they're tired, but we just had XQC come in with a depth, and they only got 15 points. So no doubt Dog and Hafu could do a lot better. But hey, look at it, it's all about fun.
I know, but Adept was really pretty adamant that
Needed to kind of get a feel for it, and now he's in a much better groove.
you don't get a second chance.
Nice.
Wait to see them clean up what remains. Battle Scars area. Nice completion.
Nice.
I think they heard you.
Oh, there you go. All right, Decker, who you got?
He just get a little bit. You talked about 40 points is on the board.
Right. Well, we have a, by the way, reminder, everybody is live right now on Twitch. You can check out all of the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge action from the individual streamers' perspectives, get their thoughts. And it's I love that Tyler's stream is just mostly his nose, but and in select cities. Okay, we're gonna go to a quick break. When we come back, we got round 3, getting halfway through on the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge. If there are any ties in the overall standings at the end of day 1, they will be decided by Ultimate Challenge bonus points earned in our Capital One vault. Capital One is the official bank and credit card of Twitch Rivals, and both members of each duo will have 30 seconds inside the machine to grab as many points as possible, and will combine their points to determine their tiebreaker score. Let's take a look at the bonus points so far. Have been going through it. We don't actually have that just yet, but you can see all the money. You can see them tabulating it in the back there, and we'll see them go for it. These bonus points will come into play if there's a tie at the end of the day, so they aren't added onto the overall scores, but duos will combine for a high score in the case of a tie. Let's send it to Veli, who's next to the key wheel.
Okay.
Of the balls here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They're putting. I like that they put. It was like Cypher in the suit here with how tall he is. That'll give him a lot more surface area
Maybe
to go for.
That's it. You want that coverage. You want to be like a sugar glider in there, catching everything. You know what I mean? Strong gust of wind should send you up. You know.
Oh, again.
They were just too excited.
Too excited. They're excited. That event is also the most Vegas. The
Yes.
most like gambly, of the activities.
Yeah, I feel like it's actually a real simulation of the experience in Vegas. You know what I mean? You don't know if you really want to, indulge
Show up
yourself
with
in some of the...
expectations,
Exactly.
and then you end up hurling yourself into a pit of foam that takes you forever to get out
Struggling
of.
to climb out of it.
Yeah. Everyone, we've all been there. We've all been there on the strip.
And then
at
you
some
played
point.
roulette and you probably
Put it,
lose.
and then you put it...
Look at this! Oh, that was good. All right, but can he get high? Can he get the leaps? That's all the balls there.
This is all about the multiplier.
Vertical jump. This guy...
Get your feet over the lines.
Anything less than 3x is ridiculous. There it is! Look at that!
Fantastic.
And now the score.
You blew it!
Let's go.
That seems
Likely we're going to get picked into like a disadvantageous matchup when we actually come to the land
Exactly.
tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. They're a scary team to look out for. It sounds like Sancho has something he wants to talk about. Sancho, get down from there.
Hey, man, I just want to be up here. It's like literally 200 feet tall. It feels very scary up here. I just want to give you guys an update what happened on rotation 3. We had Nick and Melina max out basically 35 points, tying Nick A30 in replays.
What?
That's why you have Nick in replays getting 15.5. And then also QT Cinderella and Maya, they got 30 points themselves. So third rotation came to play, and no doubt they put some big points on the board.
Okay, my question.
Successfully distracted me with the hype around the matchup that's coming up on low rollers because it's going to be two titans right now of the leaderboard going head to head, and I kind of want to see
And don't
it.
forget, Ava and Lulu are competing in Chip Shot. Their last event, they dropped the ball a little bit, literally on sticky walls. So this is where they can shoot up into first place with a good score. So every one of our events has a highly
Event. We're going to start at low rollers with Veli.
And this is absolutely crazy. The trash talk has already started, but Tyler One has a weird strategy he wants to do. So you see when he comes around, he wants to give a boost. And you might ask yourself, how is he going to give a boost?
No.
He is going to boost Michaela in the back, and I am so worried about this. Uber, you see it coming. There we go. But also, Myth's team, they're in a running to win the whole thing, so this race is so important for them as well.
Tough one.
Placement of puzzle pieces right now on the floor for everybody.
Nick and Melina, though, really put it together quite early. I think Hassan and Will are still deliberating, and they're a long way away from completing that card.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I think it's going to be one of those corners that's hanging them up. The reflection portion of this is sometimes really, really difficult. I think they have. Oh, okay.
To Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge here, live from Las Vegas. Now that the IRL Challenge competition is done, Nick A30 Replays and Cypher PK have taken to the Trophy Arcade cabinet to play a little Fortnite? Boys, a little Fortnite, Nick. Get old, you're playing Fortnite, the grind.
Imagine what we're going to be doing live in Los Angeles in February next year. That's going to be crazy. Now it's time, though, for the duos to draft their opponents for the first round of tomorrow's single elimination bracket. We'll go in order of the standings, and the selecting team can choose any remaining squad to play head-to-head in the round of 16. As I said, it's single elimination, so choose your opponents wisely. Uber, Glitter, who you got down there?
Who don't we got down here is a better question to ask, Hayden. We have our collection of streamers now as they peruse our scores. Obviously, again, just to confirm, it's Nick A30 in replays standing on top. Are we all in one piece, everybody? Are we okay? Any battle scars to... that's a battle scar for sure. Yeah, okay. Thumbs down from Chance. I mean, you guys maybe some work on the team synergy? Yeah.
Every single person in this day 2 bracket, there's nothing they can do about it.
They were looking at us and trembling with fear, and I'm up. We're not stuck.
Yeah, I think we'll be good tomorrow.
Oh,
You'll see us in the finals. Thank you guys for coming out.
All right, thank you very much.
Short and sweet.
You can take your places at your stations. Okay, well, what a way to finish your day of utter pandemonium by giving us some extra lashings of it. Okay, can we just distill that into a few thoughts here?
MVP in game, so let's unbox our MV pizza and see who the winner is. I think it's showing up on the wall. I think that's what's going to happen here. It's going to be a box. Here it comes. It's a pizza of pepperoni and Cutie Cinderella. Congratulations on being the MVP, the MV pizza of the day. I wonder if it's tasty. It looks like a good pizza. All right, cool. There you have it. That's the round of 16 set with our draft as well. The duos have all taken single matchup. We'll play Boomerang Fu, then the quarterfinals will be Minecraft, semifinals will be Wreckfest, and it all comes down to a best of 3 on the Tetris battle played on our beautiful custom arcade cabinet. We'll be awarding $160,000 in prizing tomorrow. That's 20K split between the winning duo plus Doritos for days and the arcade cabinets, all the way down to $7,500 for the bottom 8 finishing teams. That's almost double the prizing awarded here on day 1, so the stakes are high for tomorrow's event. It's going to be incredible. That does it for day 1, though, of the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge live from Vegas. Thank you to our official partners. Thank you, chat, for watching. You have to be back here at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern for day 2 to see those 16 duos throw down in the single elimination bracket across 4 different titles, all vying to become the Ultimate Challenge champions. It's going to be insane, I promise. Until then, live from Las Vegas, I'm Wave Punk. For all the casters and creators, we'll see you tomorrow.
This is Twitch and Twitch Rivals, live from Las Vegas, day 2. Good luck to all the gamers gaming in this huge competition today. And all the content creators and streamers, this is amazing. An amazing event in Las Vegas. Day 1 was awesome. I cannot wait for day 2. Thanks to everyone that is part of this amazing event, live from Las Vegas.
Oh boy, welcome folks to Twitch Rivals, the show about streamers and the games they love. It's day 2 of the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge live from Vegas. Timmy and Myth are getting ready for the action. They finished second in our day 1 physical challenge. GG and Lulu Lovely were the 3rd ranked team after day 1, after an amazing run through our obstacles, and we'll see if they can keep the momentum going in today's gaming competition. XQC and Adept sat 12th after yesterday's games and were drafted as an opponent by the #1 duo, Nick A30 and Replays. Back behind the keyboards, though, they are far from a dark horse. Welcome back to the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge, live from Vegas. This is day 2, where we will crown 2 of our 32 Twitch creators as Ultimate Challenge champions. There is our beautiful custom Twitch Rivals arcade cabinet. Our 2 Ultimate Challenge champions will each be taking one of these home. We've got a lot of gameplay left to decide who that will be. I'm your host, Wave Punk, joined by Glitter Explosions and Uber Glitter. It's day 2. We're going back to esports now.
I mean, I'm ready for it, but after tomorrow, I hope all of our creators are ready to bring as much hype as we saw yesterday.
No doubt about it. There was no shortage of trash talk, no love lost between our competitors yesterday, and this is where it all gets settled. Out there in the digital world, baby, it's back to esports.
Yeah, I hope now hiding behind the safety of the monitor.
Relative safety.
Energy comes back. I see some of the streamers have dressed up. Wilneff's got the black eyeliner underneath.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
ready to go. They're bringing their A game today. Now, if your internet was out yesterday, and let's get you caught up on what we were doing, starting with who is here. We've got 32 of the biggest creators on Twitch in one room competing as duos across 2 days of competition. This is day 2, and Glitter, I'm still kind of blown away by the star power we have gathered here in one place.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you mentioned Ava and Lulu. They called out Tyler and Michaela, though, so that's a matchup I'm excited to see.
No doubt about it. I mean, XQC and Adept being chosen by our top pair as well. I mean, we know that XQC, a bit of a juiced-up gaming warlord, so it's a dangerous selection to make here. I can't wait to see how things fall out in that first round.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we've got all this talent together for the IRL competing here for $250,000. Yesterday was our obstacle competition, where our 16 duos tried their hand at 4 unique physical challenges to earn points. And based on that seeding, we did a bracket draft, and today we'll be playing 4 different games. 2v2, single elimination, until we have a champion. But before we get into the elimination bracket, we have to take a look at some of the madness that went down in this room yesterday. Again, if you missed the show, this is just a fraction of the fun that was had by these 32 creators here at the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge on day 1. It was from day 1, the duos drafted their first opponents for the round of 16. Today is a single elimination bracket, and we will see all these teams go down after this first round of Boomerang Fu Uber. Half the teams are going to be done.
There are no second chances today, and we have a selection of games that I would say that none of our competitors have really ground out. This is our day 2 setup here, our variety games. The creators are back behind the computers, and we're kicking off the gaming competition with 8 rounds up. Boomerang Fu 2v2 team up mode. 16 of our 32 players will be eliminated in this round. The winners of that first round will then move on to the quarterfinals to play a custom Minecraft race. Quite fascinating. It's a custom built map. Really can't wait to show that one off. From there, the field will be cut in half again, with 4 semi-finalists crashing into a Wreckfest Demolition Derby with lawnmowers in a best-of-3 battle. The remaining 2 duos will then go head-to-head in Tetris Effect Connected at the Twitch Rivals Arcade Cabinet in a best-of-3 grand final.
We're upping the ante with $160,000 on the line. And of course, for the winning duo, Doritos for Days, plus the ultimate Twitch Rivals trophy. One of these custom arcade cabinets created by Dream Arcades from Sacramento, California, built specifically for the Ultimate Challenge champions. The runners up.
Use the extension on the right side of the screen and check out the POV of your favorite creators whenever you want throughout the event. For now, let's check in with some of the creators at their stations as they get set to chase the championship. Now, again, you can see all these gaming stations behind us here. Everybody has their own setup here. Every gamer likes their setup a different way. They can customize it. They've had 2 days now with these setups here, Glitter, to get it exactly dialed in and to get it as close to being at home as possible.
Right, it's no excuses for today, okay? You're set up. Now, the only thing that I will, throw out there is that the whole point is a lot of these creators are new to these games. We wanted the playing field to be as even as possible. I know a lot of them were giving us some logic here as to why they were picked. I believe that we heard that Tyler and Michaela were specifically picked because Lulu and Ava felt like they might not be as solid at these games, and Michaela and Tyler were having absolutely none of that.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking to test that chemistry that Tyler and Michaela have. Obviously, these two getting ready to take them on cue, and you can see a little bit of Boomerang Fu in the background now as our streamers are setting up. It's a game that may be considered the great equalizer. It's a fantastic little team-based game. We'll get to see it very, very shortly. And it's going to come down to that individual skill because these guys don't have a lot of time to practice.
Yeah, no, I don't think many of them have played much Boomerang Fu. I think they maybe have 1 hour at this point. So both the opponent's selections and the bracket positions here at Glitter, what was the most interesting to you?
I think overall what was most interesting to me is the fact that a lot of people were using the logic of friendship for the reason that they were choosing their competitors, but I don't know if that's going to be the case by the
First choice of their opponents for Boomerang Fu, choice of their position on the bracket, and over $7,000. But wait, there's more. Let's send it over to Necra to find out what else these guys have earned after placing first on day 1.
Thank you so much, Caleb. I am here right now with Nick A30 and Replays to provide them with luxury premium gift boxes for their first place finish in day 1 of the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge. Nick, I'm going to go ahead and let you pick this one up. Be very careful, Replays, with these boxes. They have some fragile things in them, and I want you guys to open them up, show the camera what you have won for your winnings on day number 1.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Cool.
The Theragun in there
Nick,
as well.
what do you got here? What do you got here?
I got some Dom Perignon. I've also got a Paragon Prime. It's a massager for the arms, I guess, to keep the reflexes sharp. So that's going to help actually with today. So I'm going to make good use of that.
All right, Replays, what do you got in your box?
So I have a gift certificate, 2 tickets to Cirque du Soleil. I've heard of that in the past, and a $1,500 hotel and airfare certificate. So shout out to Twitch. We also got this. Dom Perignon, same thing as Nick. Exciting. And I think there's one more thing in here. Drive supercars on our race. Am I going to be driving supercars? Is that what that means?
What?
Wait, what?
All right, Nick, Replays, I'm going to go ahead and let you both enjoy your boxes, take a look at what's inside. Caleb, back to you.
Well, Nick got a massage gun.
I tell you, the Theragun is legit. Percussive therapy is no joke.
Yes.
I love it. I get tennis elbow a little bit, so I love nailing myself with the Theragun. It's great.
Nick's gift will keep on giving, where Replays is getting to go on a trip
maybe back here.
Some serious experiences,
Race
yeah.
some supercars and watch Cirque du Soleil. This was pretty fun, though. I'm excited. I'm excited for both of them there. All right, okay, so today's single elimination bracket is going to be intense enough, but every matchup, including who they think is going to win it all, they earn points for each correct selection, and the points increase with each round. The top 3 brackets with the most correct picks will win an awesome Twitch Rivals neon sign. I have one of these at home, actually, so I can tell you it's a pretty sick prize. It's awesome. And in addition to the badass sign, the #1 overall bracket will also receive an awesome prize box, similar to the one Nick and Replays just received. So
thank you so much, Wave Punk. And yo, that was all day 1. Now it's all about day 2. And I have Maya here with QT Cinderella getting ready for a Boomerang Fu. And ladies, you got a great day 1. How does it feel to be behind a monitor and a computer and have something familiar now?
Oh, it's actually less familiar for me. I am not a gamer.
You're always a gamer, true and true. How about you, QT?
No, I'm also not a gamer.
Not gamers, but they're gonna be able to do their best. But y'all pick NMP and Melina to go up against.
That was a bad decision, and it wasn't a bad decision because of game skill. It's a bad decision because they're making me lose my mind.
It's all about the content and making our streamers lose their...
think we'll win that first matchup. Play along with the channel points predictions throughout today's stream. Keep an eye at the top of the chat window for notifications and make your predictions about the outcome of each matchup all the way through our grand finals. The winner of that grand finals will take home a bunch of cash, custom arcade cabinets. They'll also be forever immortalized on the growing map of our Twitch Rivals universe.
It's there. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that was Nick, Tyler won and Michaela won the power meet there. You can see the most recent winners in our Apex competition, but over there, when we zoom in, you can see some of the memorable pieces from yesterday's obstacles from this Ultimate Challenge block. We've also got the gaming stations from today's competition represented there, as well as the arcade trophy. That's the part we're about to get into. And the 2 winners' images will take up residence on that billboard for all of time. So there's a lot to play for here today in our 16th.
When these guys get first place on day 1 and last place on day 2.
Hassan, Abi, and Will Neffy.
Oh.
Now we lost. It's over.
What are we playing tomorrow for you guys?
I think we're gonna ruin some friendships. Oh, we're choosing Nick and Melina.
Oh!
Both of you are just toast.
You're going home early. Thank you.
What are we doing? No, we've decided.
You can choose anyone from here as well. It's not just this side.
We think they might be bad, and we think Leslie and Anthony.
He just straight up called you bad.
Where do you think the Boomerang
see
Fu comes from, okay? Hannah and Tap?
Are we trash talking? You guys are bad at Minecraft.
Who do you want to pick?
5UP and Tina.
Tetris is my thing, don't you know? But we're playing the Boomerang game. I can play that game too.
Oh man, yesterday was nuts. You gotta go back and watch the VOD. Welcome back to the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge live from Vegas. Before we get into the gameplay chat, it's time for Guessin' with Duncan, where you have a chance to enter to win Twitch Rivals and Duncan beanbag chairs signed by the participants at the event, and a Twitch Rivals and Duncan tumbler by predicting the outcomes in today's first game. Check out the polling widget in the Twitch Rivals extension, make your predictions, and watch your name shoot up the leaderboard. And be sure to keep your eye on the extension for new predictions throughout the game. There's no purchase necessary. It's open to all 50 states and DC, and must be 18 years or older. See the official rules at link.twitch.tv/Twitch Rivals Duncan, or enter ! Duncan for the full rules. Cast your predictions now. All right, so we're getting into round number 1. Today we're playing Boomerang Fu. I think for many of the people here, guys, they have never heard of this before. Also, I'm Wave Punk, joined by Glitter and Nekra. Nekra, welcome to the couch. How you doing?
I'm super good. After everything that happened on day number 1, where it was like super kind of everywhere, all over the place, all of this action, it's kind of nice to be like, I don't know, sitting back and just kind of enjoying
You
myself.
look very comfy and stylish, and it's
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous actually.
Ooh. It feels pretty good.
Okay.
Not gonna lie.
So Glitter, let's talk about Boomerang Fu here.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it up here on the back on the wall behind us for just a second there. I think there's many people in chat that don't even know that this game exists. They're about to have their minds blown. They're gonna find out their new favorite party game to play with their friends. What is Boomerang Fu? How does it work?
So it's a 2v2 game. We're gonna have a nice little overview video for you guys here while we're doing this, but listen, it is not that difficult, okay? You have to hit your enemy opponents, 1 shot, 1 kill, get them out. It's the best of 12 rounds. that's how you're going to win your game. It is very, very simple. Now, of course, there's some power-ups that you can pick up on different maps, and there's some obstacles in the way that will hinder your throws and your ability to move around those maps, but basic concept here, and obviously very adorable.
Okay, so it's 2v2, last team standing to 12 rounds.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
This sounds fast, brutal, awesome, everything I could possibly hope for. I love boomerang reception, so the more you are throwing, the less you're gonna have to deal with them throwing them back. No, but you have to pick them up though, right? You don't spawn with a boomerang, you have to pick it up off the map.
Also, yes, you're correct, but also don't forget that you better have good aim because friendly fire is on. So you do have to, if you do mess it up, you have the potential to also take out your teammate, which would be a nightmare.
And it's one hit.
Yes,
one
hit
hit.
kills.
Okay. There is also, I've been told, like a lot of chess players here. There's a big old chessboard there. There's the pizza lounge. There's the Dunkin' Lounge. There's lots of things they could be doing, but they're actually spending the time right now. Everybody is currently in their station practicing here. I think Uber's got some people over there. I think he's with Hassan and Will Neff. What's going on, Uber?
Thank you very much. Yeah, we've still got Hassan and Will Neff here. They are warming up. They're doing a bit of practice. Hassan, we got obviously. And you guys mentioned, being bigger blokes, you felt like you maybe a little bit of a handicap going into some of those challenges. Today, we feel like this is a bit of a great equalizer. Everyone's got controllers in their hands. I don't know how familiar this game is to you. How are you guys feeling with this first round and the fact that you were chosen by Myth and Timmy?
I wouldn't consider this to be the great equalizer, considering the fact that both Timmy and Myth are straight up some of the best players in the entire tournament. I think that they're being a little greedy. Hopefully it pays off terribly for them. Maybe we pull off an upset here, because if we do pull off an upset here, this will be the biggest upset. Everyone else is rooting for us. We'll see what happens.
Now, how are we feeling about our practice runs here? Do you guys feel like you've managed to find a bit of a rhythm, or are you just going to wing it?
Well, you go out there with a game plan and you do all the practice and prep you can. But I've been planting seeds in Myth's mind. All right, I've been seeding little bits of just random trivios that I think is going to be bouncing around in there during the game. And, he also knows that he hurt our friendship forever by picking us.
Well, you heard it here first. Friendship's already getting broken down here on the floor. We'll throw it back to you guys now as Hassan and Will get ready for their first round matchup.
Listen, I don't want to say I told you so, but I said that friendships might be a little bit strained. I feel like before we've even started, it's already happening.
They haven't even started playing. Yeah, they're just upset that you get like a picture. I don't know.
It already happened in the draft, right? Even some of the creators were calling out the fact that friendships are gonna end. And I feel like it's definitely gonna happen in this round one.
It's not like they consider themselves the fan favorites, though. Which I'm gonna say, this is one of the most difficult tournaments, Glitter, I've ever seen to predict who the fan favorite is, because there is a massive fan base behind every single one of these people. It's like, oh, it's Hassan and Will Neff. Of course they're the fan favorites, but they're playing against Myth and Timmy. Have you seen their fan bases?
That's the whole point. That's why we brought them all here. Okay, we picked the top of the top specifically to make it that much more difficult. Just on chat. You know how much we love chat.
Well, you can see them all getting ready to go here. We're gonna go to a quick break. When we come back, game one getting underway. Fingers crossed, stick around. You're watching Twitch Rivals.
My man, Myth, when it comes to competition and money, friendships aren't a thing, right?
No.
Exactly. So when you're going against Hassan and Will Neff, how do you think this game is going to come down?
Oh, okay.
I think round one, they're going to pack their bags up and go home. I'm pretty sure Will actually got a flight back midday, so he's just going to get right out of here, go to his hotel, get his bags, and dip.
All right, what about Hassan? Do you sense any threat? Hassan's a big dude, man. I didn't know he was that big in person. Do you sense any threat playing against him?
The only threat that I sense from Hassan when it comes to playing against him is what he'll do after I destroy his dreams of winning.
I like that. Good luck, man. Win that shmoney, and back to you guys on the couch.
Man, well, it's all's fair in love and something or other. I don't
Video
know.
games.
There's some phrase
Video
there.
games.
Boomerang Fu, first to 12 rounds for one-hit kills. Anything else that we think people need to know while they're getting ready?
You know, I think it's about not confusing some of these power-ups, making sure you're finding them and utilizing them in the right way. We did see in the package there, so for example, there's one that's called multi, right? That's going to allow you to throw out multiple boomerangs when you go to
the game.
Well, I mean, when you consider how many obstacles there are in this map,
Yeah.
it's gotta be, right?
I absolutely think so. I feel like maybe you just become a rock.
Just stand there.
you just stand there and you just become a rock.
I assume you still take damage though, so like.
Oh, I'm sure if like the boomerang ricochets off of you or something, oh, you're gone.
You're turning it into prop hunts at this point.
Yeah.
Man. There's also the decoy that creates a copy of the player that moves around to confuse enemies. So all of a sudden there's 3 people on a team. And obviously taking them out is not worth any points. So
someone fell in the water.
Oh, there's a portal.
Just gotta learn the hard way. Yeah, the portal was actually insanely clutch in the last round.
Nice. You fell in the water too, Maya.
Oh, poor Nick.
That's right.
No, I didn't. I'm bamboo. No.
Two more rounds. That's all Red needs in order to take this one home.
Okay.
And that's the end of it. That's the end of it. Nick and Melina go home.
Yeah, they're done.
I'm dead.
That's
I'm
it.
dead.
The end of the run here.
Double kill from the
Oh my
rock.
God, Maya, you.
The rock
Wait,
just.
the rock.
The rock actually just smashed it.
Oh my God.
That was a huge clutch. Right. Double! That is it. Cutie and Maya moving on to the next round.
The double kill? Are you
The
kidding
double
me?
kill.
They claimed they weren't gamers and they just smoked them.
Absolutely. Playing it.
Yo, Maya, you said you are not a gamer. What do you have to say after taking out Nick and Melina?
Nick is really not a gamer. That's all I can say. I'm really bad.
Wow, QT
Sancho
Cinderella, you
worst.
move on to the next round. How do you feel?
That
Sancho.
was so unexpected. I'm
Sancho looking
I'm
good.
speechless, Maya. I didn't know you had this in you, and you're my queen.
Maya the queen, no doubt the MVP. Yo, that was fire. That's only just the first round here. The first game, more action. Wave, back to you.
My goodness. Do we want? I see. Okay, we're gonna stay over here. We'll okay, all right, cool. I was thinking maybe we go to a loser interview. We'll do that later. Check. Guessing with Duncan is now done for the day. For those who participated, check out the Duncan leaderboard to see your placement. The top 20 scores win. A friendly Twitch staff will reach out to confirm your participation in prizes. Be sure to come back for the next Twitch Rivals for your chance to play and win. Remember to download the Duncan app and become a DD Perks member to start earning rewards. There's one.
Nice.
There is one. The ricochet's coming through
Careful,
here,
I
maybe
have
making use of the
explosive
portal,
over
but
there.
they're
All right.
outside of zone. Henrose and Tapple, they've got one chance left, but they're
I
outside
died.
the zone.
Yeah, you killed me. Oh, we got it. Good. We're good. We're in.
And that's it. Hafu. Dog moving forward
Good job.
in the round of 16, Sancho.
Oh, what an unbelievable your mouth, and here you advance over to Minecraft. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. We practiced as much as we could, so I'm glad it paid off.
Awesome, Dog. I saw you guys using actually the boomerang in the previous match. You had a lot of slashes, but use the projectile approach.
Once you get the power-ups, it's really strong to use the projectiles, so that's all I did.
There you go. You got the strategies right now. So how?
Welcome back to Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge live from Vegas. We're through 2 rounds of a round of 16, and we've got another one coming up here in just a moment. I'm Waypunk, joined by Glitter and Necrid. Guys, we've seen 2 pretty one-sided matches, where at the beginning I was like, oh, it seems to be close, and then one team just ran away with it here, both times, Necrid.
Yeah, I feel like it's like when you get into the groove, and also if you're starting to win those early rounds, you're also getting all those power-ups that you can use later. So I just feel like you kind of do start to snowball.
I have the sushi, Tina Kitten, the carrot. So remember it as best as you can there. Also, hi, Run.
Gotta dash. All those melees are so close.
The outside of the map starting to close in as well. They're really gonna have to get some solid slashes in, maybe land a crazy boomerang right now.
And that is it. Blue taking it over here. You can hear the celebration already.
What? That was the closest boomerang food match we had. Kaide, any words?
It was really, really fun. I knew that both Tina and 5UP were going to be really, really good. I have never played this game before, and I'm sure they haven't either. But yeah, it was really fun.
Tens, you had some amazing shots yourself. I got to ask you, what's harder?
I kind of want to call out another duo that might not have a whole lot of gaming experience. So I'm so excited to see this match play out because, I don't know, I just kind of feel like Tyler and Michaela have a lot up their sleeve for this.
I mean, I've been looking forward to this all day.
Tyler!
After the reaction that it garnered out of Tyler and
T1.
Michaela, I feel like they are going to come out swinging today.
I mean, we've seen a lot of the players
Let's
right
go.
at the start. They're in the zone, like regardless of whether they win or
One of the
not.
biggest
they
faces
like
of
in
Twitch.
the first rounds, they're just like, nope, stay head down. They get a crazy double kill, no, heads down.
Yeah.
That's not how Tyler plays. That's not Tyler's zone here. So I'm actually excited to hear what he's like, what he's going to be.
Opponents were dumb for choosing you. Are you still feeling like that?
Let me say this, bro. I heard around the grapevine, people were getting controllers sent to their rooms late last night. Do you think I was one of those people?
I'm gonna go with no, just for this.
Absolutely was not one of those people because I have a life and not trying to get good at a children's game. However, I will still perform today and we will take home the dub.
All right, you heard it here first. Michaela, obviously, your partner's feeling very confident here. What about yourself? Are you on the same page? You calling out those for trying to get their practice in early?
I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. Tyler's gonna carry us. I'm confident in his 195 IQ today, so hopefully.
Yeah, you mentioned the 195 IQ. A little bit tough when it came to building the block tower, but you feel like it's going to help you prevail here?
Okay, first of all, that was crap. That little tower thing was. Don't get me started on that. Yes, it will. We came up with a slight strategy to take down opponents if they're better than us, so excited to show it.
All right, you heard it here first. There is a strategy in place right now. Very quickly, Tyler. You sustained a couple very minor scratches and scrapes yesterday. Is that going to affect you here today?
Absolutely not. I'm a freak of nature. I don't get injured ever.
All right, man doesn't get injured ever. You heard it here, Caleb.
I'm so ready for this. This is going to be amazing. And did either of you have a favorite coming into this? A team that you think is going to win?
Right now, it's Tyler and Michaela.
Well, we haven't heard from the other side. They're zoned in right now. There's no one over there to interview them just yet. I mean, if a team declines a pregame interview, that's not a good sign for their.
Or do you think we're gonna see a blowout?
You got this. You got this. You got this.
Yeah, we're seeing the warm-up come through here, and it looks like they're starting to get a nice feel for the controls and the mechanics and all of that good stuff here. But we're about to get into round number 1. We've got Lulu and Ava on the red side. So let's go ahead and take a look at Tyler 1 and Michaela clutching out the blue here.
Tyler's already down. Tyler's the bacon on the blue side.
All right, listen, Michaela's gonna handle this. Oh, are we seeing some blocks trying to at least maybe get a slash in while the other person's trying to boomerang? Got him. This is a little bit rough. There's not a whole lot of time to decide what they want to do. Michaela almost falls off the map. They're on the final platform and she gets the swipe.
That was a tough one.
Pro with items. I've died to power-ups 20 times in a row.
All the plants just disappeared off the field. The cover was gone.
Decoy. She's been playing with multi-boomerang the whole fucking game.
All right.
You gotta kill her, Tyler.
Things are starting to come down to the wire here. We're seeing both these teams don't really want to pass the arm in the middle of the map. They're kind of using it as the dividing area.
I'm just right, dude. Just let him spam
the
shit.
Staying on respective sides of the map.
Oh no.
That is not. Was that friendly fire?
I think that was friendly fire. I think you just gotta go aggro on this one. It is a 1v1, but you also don't want to be the player that aggresses too much.
Aaron doesn't have to fight out with the shields on the roof. But they took it out. They took them out. Wiped them out.
T1.
Absolutely
No.
dominating.
Oh, that sucks.
A run back. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Power-up's really helping out there. Lulu and Ava got a really strong lead with that multi-boomerang.
Listen, they were unstoppable yesterday, okay? They're unstoppable at the start of today. This is boding very, very well for those two.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, time to hear from Tyler here. He definitely has some choice words to share, so I'll let him go.
Oh, I'm a little heated, bud. We're using power-ups in a competitive tournament. It's like playing Super Smash Brothers with items. You would never do it. They're sitting here spamming double boomerangs. I'm gonna get dude, I'm having a seizure with all this stuff flying across the screen. I can't focus. I'm 26 years old. I died to the same power-up 8 times. Why are we keeping the same power-up the whole game? It's a fluke. It's Mickey. What a terrible, terribly organized event.
Did you know that you could throw your boomerang?
It was a strategy not to. Again, I learned last second.
Michaela, obviously, you had some pretty nice shots there, I think, at some points. Obviously, communication looked like it started to break down a bit. You were sort of trying to, keep things calm over here. Tell us how that went from your perspective.
I mean, it's kind of hard to calm him down when he's in his head. It's all right though. He did good. He tried. I'm glad they won. I want to see them win the whole thing. So it was fun. We did good. We did good. You have some no. Have some positivity here. It was a fun time.
Can I speak one more thing? I got a decoy. She got a double 80 boomerang. Like 5 times. I don't want to keep my decoy the whole... You might just take the mic, but I'm gonna...
Okay. We're gonna head over to Sancho now to get some words from the other side.
And just like your character, Ava, you guys are all about that bread. Okay.
Incredible. I mean, honestly, once you had multi-boomerang, teleport, fire stacked on top of it, we've seen multi-explosive be pretty good at zone denial previously, but the fire was insane, Necra.
I mean, did you see?
Hassan and Wilnef in the blue. I believe Timmy's gonna be the milk. Hassan will be. And hey, look at this. We got Veli and Hassan. You guys aren't streamers. What are you doing? That's for the content creators.
Look at the challenge, Caleb.
I mean, I guess Sancho is a streamer.
Anyone can cook.
I suck, so.
Okay.
Anyone can cook.
That game sucked. We're gonna go to a quick break. When we come back, we will have awesome matches coming down the pipeline. I'm Wavepunk, joined by Glitter, and we got Veli on the couch, as well as the man, the myth, the legend, Tyler One. How's it feeling?
A big T Tonka T. I said, hey, yes, sir. You want to go out here? I said, sure. I'm a little bit tilted, though. They said, we can give you some time. I said, how much? They said 2 minutes.
You can take as much as you want. You can leave whenever you want. We're just happy.
Hey, it's all good. I'm a fighter.
Bro, this has been. Have you gotten to watch some of the matches?
Tyler Ward.
Yeah, I did.
Woo!
It's like these kids have been screaming for 2 months for this one moment. Yeah, I have been watching with what they're doing.
Wait, I was watching the game. Tyler, you wasn't even throwing the boomerang. You kept trying to punch him.
Yes, because my strategy.
Oh,
Listen,
boy.
I'm not gonna cuss on there. I'm not a coward sitting like ranged off screen. Spam, boomerang. No, I'm up in your face, aggressive. I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay.
Straight up.
I like it. I respect it.
But it didn't work.
No, it didn't work. You know what? You wanna know why it didn't work? Because we're using items. We're using items, and they coin flipped 8 boomerang spread, and we were about a point down or a point ahead or even up until then. Then they got that little boomerang thing, and for some reason you don't lose it when you die, and they just kept spamming it.
I don't know if you killed her after she got the.
I didn't. I died on spawn, and then I got a little bit tilted, and I
You might have jumped off the map.
jumped off the edge a couple times.
Yeah.
I was pretty tilted.
It was a pretty broken combo there. But anyways, we're moving on to this next game here. We've got Myth and Timmy taking on Wilnef and Hassan. Any thoughts about the matchup?
You know, Myth's going real sweats. I bet he's one of the guys that got the controller delivered last night. He's been sweating on the all-eye, trying his absolute hardest. So I have them.
Well, we got Timmy and Myth in the red, and Hassan and Wilnef in the blue here. I believe this is the warm-up round, and then we'll get the gameplay started, Glitter.
Well, we also
that was round one.
We also scrimmed Hassan's team, our only scrim, and we almost beat him. So that says a lot.
Really?
Watch out.
This gonna be looking rough. We got a son on the donut, by the way, trying to hold it down in 1v1. Just swiping, and he's unable to hit him.
No!
Okay, well, Red's looking real good right now.
Playing in the next round.
Yeah.
Are you counting out my boy Hassan and Wilnef already?
I don't know, man.
Listen, they're the non-gamers here. I expect them to make a little comeback, maybe. Kind of like a little Tina kid.
I mean, they weren't too hyped themselves backstage. They were not hyping themselves up.
At 2v1 right now with Timmy and Myth is not a place you want to be.
Oh no!
Slice and dice.
Come on, they can't self-sabotage.
Wilnef, can he win it out?
Evasive maneuvers, maybe?
Will
Maybe.
is their best player.
They won as many rounds as Hassan's
Oh!
character. No, donut. And there you
Timmy, oh no! Stumped.
Yeah, there was, I mean, he was caught in a corner there up against a 2v1 with a shield. There was no way that they were going to get out of that.
They won a round, and Wilnef is still looking so serious right now. These guys don't want to lose.
Oh, 2v1, portals. Fire boomerang. Oh my god.
They sweated out there so good.
Oh, yeah.
This will be a hard battle for them.
The portal is another thing that kind of shows another wrench in the works here because now you're trying to manage the portal, the moving platforms, and the water.
They got Timmy through the portal.
They also do have a shield. Right now, that Myth is going to have to go up against on blue. Okay, interesting strategy here.
Just run at him, man. You have a shield. You're up 8 points. Just run at him. Come on, bro.
Confidence, baby.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Oh my God. Bring it!
This is like watching a bullying happening live on TV.
Will and Hassan are going to have to change up their strategy here, although they do have the shields they can use to their advantage. The moving arm in the middle of the map seems to be a problem for a lot of our players.
Okay. With the shields, okay. One of the shields is going on Will Neff currently. He's hopping away like a little bunny rabbit. Waiting for Hassan to make a play, but his shield is gone as well.
I got this.
2v1.
No, he got me.
Okay.
All right.
We trying to shield?
See, Will has opted for the more passive playstyle right now. Every time he's alive, he just tries to avoid until he can throw out the slash.
Get in his face and punch him.
What is this, like 10 to 1?
Boomerangs are there.
Shields down.
That's it. And they got him.
They cleaned it up.
Well, I mean, that was probably the expected result, but Will and Hassan put up quite a fight.
What a comeback.
Actually, yeah.
Way to bounce back here, but my goodness, it will be Myth to Timmy moving on here. Sancho.
You guys had such a great run. I thought there was a lot of believers in the chat. You both had some counters. Hassan, man, that was a great valid try.
It was kind of like, honestly, I wasn't doing that too much. It was all Myth at the beginning. He was getting double kills, like back to back. I was kind of throwing, not gonna lie, but then like I started like doing pretty well towards the end, and they started coming back towards like the end too. So I was getting pretty nervous, honestly.
Were you embodying Jep for Valorant?
Yes, I was.
I feel it. I could have had a little bit.
No. He's a grown man. I'm gonna be honest. It didn't get in his head.
I mean, they put up a valiant effort there, right? So talk to me about that. How come you guys lost the lead?
I might have been having a little bit too much fun. You know, I was getting out of my chair, screaming across the stadium and stuff. But I think, you know, after they had a good comeback. They were getting shields up and stuff, which was really good for them. But you know, we closed the case at the end of the day.
That was a lot of teleporting. Well, congratulations, Myth and Timmy. Back to the desk.
Oh, I got him. They were hiding. The decoy worked.
You gotta kill someone.
1v1?
Oh, he's burning. I couldn't do it. Oh, they got him on the other side. They bounced back.
We got a lot of rounds to make mistakes.
1 round left for Soda
throw
and
a
Russell,
bomb
so you hear Russell saying, we've got a louder round to make mistakes. They know they're in a very comfortable position.
The Team Cypher and his teammate, their heads are in the game. Multiple boomerangs are currently out. Who's gonna connect first? Scared.
The blocks?
Oh, the parries! The parries! Who's coming out on top?
Get in the zone!
Oh, there we go! Cypher with the finishing kill.
Cypher,
it's happening.
They're working well. Cypher and Lucky under pressure is insane.
That was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that game.
Whoa. Gentlemen! Okay, I heard a couple things there. Fortnite sucks among them, fair enough. You should have trash talked, that's fine. Now, yesterday, things were looking pretty tragic, right? You guys weren't on the same page. There were some things said. Today looks like a completely different story.
Yeah, his fault.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Today we worked together and we accomplished. All right?
Together, Cypher, what happened out there, man?
Just tough luck on the power-ups. You know, they're responding on their side. I feel like our luck was not in that game. I don't think we got it going, but good games to them. Hope they do well.
Lucky, man, what's it feel to be a part of this event, man, hanging out in Vegas?
I mean, it's my first event out here, you know, hanging out with some of the, people I was watching years ago. So it's a good time, man, and I mean, Twitch did a phenomenal job with this whole event, everything they put together, so shout out to them. It's a lot of fun.
All right, yo, Cypher, before we go, any words to all your fans out there?
Yo, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys coming out. This has been such a cool experience. I'm looking forward to more in the future.
Same to you, Lucky.
I appreciate the support. Enjoy the rest of your show, and we'll see you guys when we get back home. So, yeah.
All right, let's go ahead, back to desk.
C and Adept, and I'm gonna say the thing is the winner of this faces off against Soda Pop and Russell, so like things are only getting more difficult for them here, Glitter.
Excuse me.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be a little bit afraid. To be fair, we did
this
see
is gonna
some
be
very,
huge.
very strong teamwork and performances in general out of Nick A30 and replays tomorrow or yesterday. So if they are the team that is able to make it through, they might stand a pretty solid chance just because of that synergy. But on the flip side of that, XQC and Adept specifically, the level of competitiveness that we saw out of that duo and the desire to be the best was so high.
Well, the warm-up has concluded here, Veli, and we've got the red is Nick A. Burger, Adept the Watermelon, and already the cow's on top.
XQC popping up already. Burger Man with the 2K. That's how you start off the game.
I think this is going to be a tough matchup here, Billy. I don't think it's going to be that easy.
I like it. Either way, though, talking to Nick replays, this guy's a very positive win or lose.
Just one more. You got this?
One more. with the 1v1.
Oh,
there you go. Replays to finish out the round.
Nice try,
Like
nice
I
try.
said, they can keep their head in the game and win that.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Just go, go.
Look at the team. They're sticking together and getting the power-ups right now.
You go for him.
This is risky. They do not want to get in those 1v1 fights alone. But look at the support coming in. Oh!
It's still bouncing. It's
still
bouncing.
Sorry.
There you go. Team XQC up by one.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I'm getting my thing. I got one. Yeah. Help me.
Replay's able to get a kill. Comes in for his teammate. And once again, XQC gets 4 kills in a row between the last 2 rounds. And they're extending that lead even more.
Blink 2.
Let's go!
Clutch, baby. 3 rounds away.
It's over.
XQC.
There's no way they come back from that.
No
What
shield,
was that?
no shield, one. Bacon, no shield.
They killed themselves.
No shield, both.
They're off the wall. Oh my gosh. He actually got back. I can't believe Replay's recovered.
This is good.
And they're mastering that melee. You hear the communication.
Yeah, Adept over there calling the bait melee, saying they don't understand it. We gotta use that, and they use it again here to get another round. 2 away.
Oh, 2 away. This could be a quick 2 as well.
Oh, they're going for the 1v1s.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Carries her.
There's
XQC
one.
takes his 1v1. There's like 1 player in red left, but they do have the shield for
Shield down.
replays. Shield's down.
Woo! Match point. XQC is calling it out. Adept is ready. This could be
Royale in this round right now.
It's XQC!
XQC.
Woo!
There you have it. Beating them out by 2
king.
rounds. Adept's looking like the best, and
Let's
XQC
go.
comes out on top.
I can't believe it. The upset of the tournament. The first pick. Nick A30 Replays could have picked any duo. They picked XQC and Adept, and they come up and get the win on them. I can't believe it. What has happened? Uber, what are they thinking?
I mean, huge celebration from the 2 of you there. Adept, we'll start with you. You were dead serious yesterday about min-maxing and actually coming out on top in the physical challenges, but you got chosen first by the #1 duo here, and now you've beaten them. How does that feel? And how you feeling? It looks like you are practiced here, or is this just raw skill?
Yo, yesterday I spent all night doing YouTube videos, like tutorial pro tips and shit. And these guys were like, they underestimated us for sure. They thought they were getting a free win. We're like the forced poisonous toad. They tried to get us first. We fight back. Easy. Karma. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna head across the other side of the stage now, I think.
Oh my goodness. We have to get your reactions because Nick A30 Replays, you were the #1 seed coming into this. And also, you almost made the most crazy comeback we have ever seen. Nick, give me some thoughts.
So overall, it was really, really fun. We kind of had a strategy, but it kind of went to shambles when there was a little bit of delay because we weren't the hosts, but it was still fun. Shout out to Twitch for putting together this amazing event because even just coming to the setup, right? You have the setup to go IRL, you have the setup to go here, and it's just the stream deck is perfect. Everything went flawless. Shout out to XQC. I want to clarify too. When we picked him, I was like gonna go with Cypher because obviously he's in the Fortnite community, and I said, "No, Cypher's good. Let's go with XQC." But I meant no disrespect. It meant more towards like, okay, there's all good teams here. If we're gonna go with a team, let's go with some content. I know XQC has some amazing energy, and he's a beast. So shout out to him and Adept. They're gonna go far, and it was a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Replays, this was super, super clutch. You were so close.
I know. I was trying to keep that energy going. I didn't care like what the score was looking like. We had like 5 wins in a row at one point or something, and that was still it got me going. That was fun. Shout out to Twitch again. Amazing, setup we have here and stuff. So that was fun. GG, XQC and Adept. You guys are amazing, and good luck in the next rounds.
All right, GG's back to the desk.
Man, the juicers have to be so excited right now. I can't imagine what chat looks like at this moment. But that concludes the round of 16 here, man. We're done with that, and it's on to Minecraft.
I got a
friendly.
Oh, so now you're gonna get first.
Really?
Yeah,
You gotta love it.
I respect it. If they're gonna go and call us out first and give us a prize, that's the lucky don't bury on, Good luck, guys. Good job. Good game, guys. Thank you. Yeah.
That's so wholesome.
That was so sweet.
What a Canadian moment. Just handing off the gift you just got given for coming in first place, saying, hey, you know what, you beat me here. You take this one, man, and all good love around the table here.
I love seeing that. I mean, that's why we're here, right? At the end of the day, this is all for fun. Obviously, we're all competitive, but love to see a little bit of love between the streamers.
I mean, at the end of the day, we don't see this often.
Right.
Seeing all of these big names come together to just have fun. Yeah, the competition's cool and all,
live from Vegas, and the gameplay for the quarterfinals is about to get going. But before we do, it's time for the Capital One Community Quest, where one lucky fan can win big. Twitch's jackpot is $1,600 in Twitch gift cards today, so let's welcome in our lucky fan and the streamer who will be getting her back and helping her get this game of GeoGuessr. I'm joined by Cutie Cinderella here, as well as I believe Lanique. And guys, there's that Necra, you got to cast a little bit at the beginning and then go around and do some interviews. What was that like from your perspective?
Honestly, it was great because you get the chance to see the gameplay, but then you also get a chance to talk to the personalities making it happen. And I love getting their perspective on kind of what the challenges are, why they're so excited to be here.
Or hearing, you know, as you're like, when we weren't with you on camera?
I think the most intense thing I ever heard was the Fortnite pros. Like, both Nick and Cypher, the comms were just crazy between Nick and 30 and replays. They were just like,
okay, were you surprised?
Yes.
That Nick lost?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I mean, like, no slight to XQC or Adept. They're both gamers in their own right, but I've never seen Nick unprepared for anything, and he didn't even feel unprepared here.
He was telling me that they did a lot of preparation. They played a lot with mouse and keyboards when they were getting ready, but he just wasn't ready for the controller, and at the same time, you know, momentum. Big, huge thing, and XQC played a lot of different games, a variety streamer. He knows how to play, and they were talking about how Nick and Replays were not used to the bait and melee, so, hey, there was some great teamwork between XQC and Adept.
That was incredible. I mean, we heard actually Adept even calling it out in the middle of the round up here that, hey, like the melee bait, they don't seem to understand that strategy.
Exactly.
Let's go for that over and over again. And I mean, like, I don't know, that having like that level of strategy already in a...
And that's all about building.
I mean, Self-Oppa says Minecraft sucks, but...
Well, listen, I'm not saying it sucks either. Listen, don't put me in that camp with Soda Poppin', all right?
But, okay, when he said it was cringe earlier, I'm not going to disagree with that necessarily, okay? It is kind of cringe, but
everything's
it's fun.
Right now.
It's fun.
We're getting all four perspectives at the moment. We've got Cutie Cinderella and Maya going up against Hafu and Dog.
Yeah, what I really like is you got a little piece, you get to see each other as you're going around, and this is where communications is key, and you're seeing some of the tech of Minecraft, the jump boosting here.
Other way. Oh yeah, it looks like that was not the right decision to go by the trees. Gonna go ahead and take another route here, but you can see a lot of these avenues are blocked off.
I could not do hedge mazes. Don't get me in a corn maze. No way, Jose. Don't do that to me.
Hey, Halloween is over. Don't worry, you're not going in a corn maze anytime soon.
Hey, you never know. A corn maze could pop up anywhere. Right now, look at it. You just seen all our competitors not figuring out how to get out of this hedge maze to move on to the next portion of the race.
Ready. Looks like we've got one duo through already. Oh, looks like both duos are going to be completely through.
Stand on the block.
Stand on the block.
Stand on the block.
You got to get on the block. Oh no, well, Dog and Hafu are going to be just...
My best to try to figure out how the hedge maze works right now to see who is in the lead. But again, terrible memory right now. Terrible memory.
Well, hey, it looks like Five and Tina are already through the hedge maze right now. They're going to be on the pressure plates to open up the door. So Lulu and Ava, they got to catch up here.
Now we got that first perspective that it feels to be inside the scariness of the hedge maze, and Lulu Lovely is going around. And look, in the tranquility of the waters, it is 5 up, and his duo partner Tina Kitten. You know, they say cats are afraid of water, but Tina got it figured out.
I know. Tina Kitten had to deal with heights yesterday.
Now
water today.
Yeah.
She's cruising right now.
Cats do get stuck up in trees.
Get out of the boat right here.
That's
and
a fact.
Water. Series. Hafu's Hearthstone event and Timmy's Golf with Friends parties are both epic fun. Up next is Tyler One's League of Legends Showdown this Monday, November 8th. There are 9 events total, and it all leads up to the Doritos Bowl on December 6th at twitch.tv/Doritos. Here's a snack-sized look at some of the best moments so far.
Beforehand, when they found out that it was going to be Puns and Foolish Gamers that they were going up against, Myth was like, I've got Minecraft parkour experience. And then Timmy, with his Apex Legends experience, obviously knows how to maneuver around a map.
Yeah, but there ain't no Pathfinder. There's nothing like that. There's no Wraith. There's none of that. It's all about your own little patas, as they say.
Yeah, no, and the physics engine, I think, is going to be so important. So let's watch them here as they get going.
Oh, they are off to a blazing fast start, both teams. And this is awesome. They can literally see that they are neck and neck right now.
This is what it's going to come down to. They're going to have to put all the stops if you're a Timmy and Myth fans out there for them to upset the Minecraft boys.
Not this way.
Yeah, look at this.
This way?
They
No, that's
are
the wrong way.
doing a great job.
Fucking beaming.
We got Timmy
Back to
and
the
Myth
middle.
on
Back to
the
the middle.
left.
Back to the middle.
We have
Okay.
Puns and Foolish on the
fine,
right.
fine, minor.
Again, we saw earlier, if you're stuck in this phase, this maze, it's not the
Minor,
end
minor,
of
minor,
the
minor.
world. And there he goes, Myth
They're a
and
little bit
Timmy
minor.
moving on to the second stage, going down the canoes. But hey, Puns and Foolish are right behind them.
Get him one more. Get him one more.
I think this is. I think it's the ice blocks are going to be a really big differentiator here. And what is this? Wait.
I think it was just a spectator glitch, but yeah, it looked like they weren't in. Are they in the same boat?
I think they're in the same boat.
They're in the same, but just taking one boat. Why not?
Talk about strats.
I
The
don't see it in the
Minecraft
rules.
boys all about it. Puns and Foolish moving on through.
They know that's a.
Oh, we lost.
Give me that. See you later.
No, pressure point. Oh!
It's done.
No way.
No way. Goodness. I can't believe what I just witnessed. How did they? Oh my God. What? No,
Real
Uber.
scenes over here. Okay, let's bring it in. You know you just beat the Minecrafters. Talk to me about how you're feeling.
Let's go.
Listen, before I went into this match, I told my chat, I told everybody here, when I was 14, my mom wanted me to go outside. I said, no, I'm playing Minecraft parkour. I came here to win today.
All right, thank you. I will. Timmy, obviously, talented at many games here. Myth, obviously, bringing the energy, but you look real clean there on those moves.
Yeah, dude, the Apex movement is definitely translating to the Minecraft movement. I was just flying through, no mistakes. I was making the 4-block jumps. It was like honestly perfect.
Yeah, I heard the call. We're beaming as you guys made your way through the maze. Let's talk about Wreckfest, because that's what's coming up in the semi-finals. Any Wreckfest when you were 14, by chance?
What's that?
Did you play any Wreckfest while you were 14 and wanted to stay inside?
No.
What do we think about that? You ready to get on some lawnmowers and start banging into each other?
I mean, it's just another type of movement, you know, a different movement, but I'm sure we could figure it out.
It's all just different.
We've got Soda popping on the left with Russell.
Little reversal here. Keep jumping.
They are neck and neck.
Yeah, I'm just watching intensely. The pressure points at the same time. Now we have
CC.
no slip-ups here on the canoe part, and it looks like they're going. We have the strat from the Puns and Foolish on the left side. On the right side, we got separate canoes.
But they are right on each other's tails. Like, look at that. That's basically going tandem.
Okay, this is where Soda Pop and Russell are going to have to, put their differences aside and work in tandem to get the job done.
Window in between two lanes. You know exactly where your opponent is.
One of the great Austin Creed would say, race your own race. You got to race your race. You got to put those blinders on and move on through. And that's what's on the line right now. They're just right there going over the line just a little bit. Adept is looking really nice, really smooth. XQC is a little... I think XQC is maybe waiting on that pressure point. Wait, Punk, you say, is it going to get any closer? The last match it got closer. Now it's getting really closer. XQC with the skip. XQC with the excellent fat finger press. XQC with the press of the pressure point. The pressure is going higher and higher. It's coming down to the moments here, Necro. Already on the right side. Soto is there waiting for Russell.
Oh, no, and a huge reset. I think this is going to be...
Give me a fight. Take my butt. Let's go.
They weren't supposed to be here, folks. They were supposed to get eliminated a long time ago. They took out Cypher, PK, and Lucky, and now they take out XQC and Adept, and they advance.
I told you I believed in you guys. Russell, great job, by the way. So yesterday there was a little bit of chemistry issues, but this time around, for what we just...
We are the best, we know we're the best, and we're gonna win, put everyone in the dirt, and they know it. That's how it is, that's how it's gonna be. Bop, bop, skeet, skeet.
Bop, bop, skeet, skeet. You guys heard it here first. Congratulations to Russell and my man Soda Poppin'. Let's send this back over to the couch.
Here, so we can actually check in with XQC and Adept. Guys, after an boomerang food, just barely miss out on Minecraft. What's going through your mind right now?
Lucky Andy. Yeah, they just got lucky, really. We fell on the ice and they got a lucky skip. I'm the better variety game than Soda. Soda sucks. Russell also sucks. I'm the best here. Like I said, lucky.
You know what? Sometimes a little bit of luck is all they need. Adept, I know how competitive you've been throughout this entire event. Are you at least happy with your general performance?
Yeah, I'm all right with it, but honestly, I'm happy, I guess, if I lost to anyone. I guess it was Chance and Russell, because they are the friends.
Competing in various events across the the field here, the competition
Is that what we call
area.
it, the field? Yeah.
It's not a field.
It's like a big game arena.
There's not a blade of grass around here, but it's all right. So this is what the bracket looks like moving forward. We've got our semifinal. Oh my God! Here's some footage of what it's going to look like. You're going to get points. You get 1 point for every critical hit. You get 5 for every demolition, and it's just the team that has the most points at the end of the timer.
Yeah, I want to make it very clear as well. At the end screen, it's going to sort of award players first through 4th place based on their individual performance. But what we're looking for is the team performance, which will come up on the screen after that. These are realistic collision physics, so 2 solid hits, 2 critical hits will wreck an opponent, and you can wreck yourself and your teammate. That's something to bear in mind.
This is like Farmers Gone Wild. This is the type of game I've been waiting all day for, Wave Punk.
This is Farmers Gone something for sure.
Sees Lulu and Ava teaming up for the record with the head-to-head. Lulu comes out on top. 7 seconds left. 1 point down. We have a tie again. Oh no!
They're 29 to 21 here, and that's it. Time's up.
Wow. At the last second, they were able to get that 8-point lead. That was insane.
Here we go.
Already, you're going to have the red team up by 1, so Lulu and Ava are going to have to try to make that comeback. And the bump in the back, make that 2-0 to start off the game.
Dodge them if you can.
So again, remember, there's a difference between these critical hits and wrecks, and players have to respawn in as soon as humanly possible. See, even that, you just sort of clip that wall, and already you've taken a hit to your suspension.
Yeah. Which we say is from video game logic, it's like, what? No, come on, I barely tapped the wall. But in real life, if you ram your tractor into a wall, it's probably going to leave some damage.
Yeah, it's not advisable. This is a pretty cruisy start, though, for Team Hafu and Dog Dog.
They haven't been touched.
We're almost halfway through the round.
Oh, he was in first-person mode? Let's go.
Well, no, we also mentioned as well, because, you know, Hafu and Dog Dog don't get too ahead of themselves, don't get too excited, so a little bit hard to tell
for
sometimes.
sure. Necra standing by with the winners.
Yeah, I've got Hafu and Dog here. You guys are moving on to the grand finals with a 2-0. I mean, talk to me about that.
I didn't expect it because neither of us play controller games and neither of us play racing games, but we tried to play as much as humanly possible during the little time of practice we had. So I'm really proud of me and my husband.
Oh, that's so cute. Dog, do you have any words about the controller aspect of things? I mean, that was Boomerang Fu and also now Wreckfest.
Yeah, we're super not used to it at all. But I'm proud of Mei because she actually never touches a controller. Like, she started gaming with WoW, and she, you know, I grew up with like Halo, so I was able to play around a little. But yeah, she's going crazy. It's great.
Okay, Hafu, you've got really, really good strategy when it comes to
Closer to crowning a champion and awarding them that cabinet there, as well as another one. Both members taking home their own functioning arcade cabinet with their Twitch Rivals champions. It's gonna be crazy.
And that ain't no Mickey Mouse arcade cabinet you remember from your childhood. No, this one is souped up, baby. You should see what I got under the hood. It is incredible.
I mean, not just that, it even looks pretty. And then the Bedazzled champion right in front.
You're giving them
That's a flex.
rhinestones, baby. Woo!
There's a lot you can do with arcade cabinets these days. We got one more semifinal, though. You saw it there on the bracket to play. Soda Poppin' and Russell preparing for Myth and Timmy. The winner gets to face off against Hafu and Dog in the just for the moment when it like boop, pops over just a little bit here.
Shout out to Sancho!
Sancho, give us a pizza.
Let's go, my man.
I'm hungry.
I'm on the way. It's a pizza run.
This is I'm so excited because
I've always wanted to be a delivery pizza man.
I'm actually hungry. So thank you so
Can
much.
we tip him like a
my
Doritos
goodness.
or something?
No, he's getting a paycheck. He's fine. So I just wanted some pizza. Thanks.
Hey, you guys getting paid?
I appreciate it.
Tip?
No.
I was here for exposure.
Don't stop. Damn it. I was gonna think of something.
Yeah. Okay. All right, but this next matchup, though.
You guys gotta talk now, because I'm eating.
No, that's fine. Enjoy your pizza, but this next matchup over is gonna be insane. We have two highly electric teams. We've seen them pop offs on both sides. And with them, oh, this is a replay, by the way. I thought things were popping off. I got excited, but the winner of this game is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, so like I mentioned, this field here is usually made for like 8 versus 8. You know, you can sort of load into like a much more densely populated game type. So now you actually have to be pretty slick on the maneuvering. You can't just blunder into somebody and knock them over. You have to be pretty purposeful. And we heard the calls coming out. In fact, it was Ava and Lulu that were targeting Dog. There was like dog, 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 dog. It sounded like team comms at an Overwatch game. They were just going for the one player. So expect to see that pretty similar there. We saw just before Soda Poppin' and Russell talking a little bit of strategy here.
You're right.
I mean, those guys. I mean, who needs relationship counseling when you can just win? Huh?
I mean, that's all that matters. But you know what? I was thinking about something as well. So when it comes to strategy, there's 50-50. But if you notice the opponent started off before you in that straight line, you're going to dash out the way, man.
We're in, baby. Let's go. It's going to be Timmy and, of course, your boy Myth going up against Soda Poppin' and Russell. And I don't know what state the Jimmies are in right now because it's a decent lead early on here to Timmy and Myth.
And already, bodies are flying, man. 5-12. These teams are going at it. And take a look at Myth just on the tail of players. And there goes the T-Bone. He was able to get one hit, but he is swarming right there, unable to connect.
Again, you want to limit the amount that you crash into the periphery. See here, Timmy's pretty close to getting wrecked, and it's only 1 point separating these two teams. That's a critical hit.
He's on fire. He's going to have to be careful. He's going to have to play it slowly. Now, he just wrecked himself. He couldn't respond.
See how many points you give away in doing that? You cannot afford to be running into the boundary like that.
All right, but with the respawn there, he's going right into Russell. Oh, the barely hit right there. Russell was able to dodge that, and that was great evasion, but he's not going to get away this time around.
It's even now, 14 apiece. Nice connection there. Myth on the call out, sees Russell spawn. Look elsewhere, but Timmy whizzes by. He sees his teammate now, and they're trying to converge, but there's not enough time left in the round.
So close, but
Let's
he
go,
just
Myth.
wasn't able to catch him. Soda Poppin' tried so hard, but Timmy and Myth, Uber, they're on it.
Absolutely, yeah. They are looking pretty darn good, and they knew to make themselves scarce in those final moments. They couldn't afford to give up any of that durability. If they given up a wreck, that would have actually been a win for Soda and Russell there, so they were smart. It's all up to Soda Poppin' and Russell to equalize, Veli.
Let's see if they can make magic happen, baby. Here we go. If they lose this round, and I was talking about Soda Poppin' and Russell, then they're going home, and Myth and Timmy will move on.
Myth and Timmy have the lead once more.
14 seconds left to go in. 23-25, this is it. 20-40-30, Uber is coming down to the wire.
That might just be enough here, Veli. 5 seconds left in the round.
Come on,
It's
Myth.
a 5-point lead to Myth and Timmy. There's no way to catch them. They're home free into the grand finals.
There you have
Let's
it. The
go.
winners.
And bitter disappointment right now on the faces of Soda Poppin' and Russell. They came so close after people had already counted them out. It was almost a miracle run, but miracles don't exist in the world of Myth and Timmy. They get it done the old-fashioned way.
And it was all down to the pizza. Shout out to Pizza. But let's send this over to Necra so she can interview the winners.
All right, I am here with Myth and Timmy, and I have talked to you both a lot today, and for very good reason. You guys are in the grand finals now, and you're going to be facing off against Hafu and Dog. Myth, what are your thoughts there?
We're going to do what we came here to do.
I'm going to assume you mean win it all. Timmy, what do you think?
Honestly, I thought we were going to do well, but we're doing extremely well, and hopefully we can take the win at the end.
I hear confidence. I hear confidence coming out from both of you. Do you have any strategy, Myth? Do you have any strategy for Tetris?
Win.
All right, man, a few words right now. I think he's getting ready and in the zone for that grand final. So let's go throw it over to Glitter and see what our competitors have to say.
Thank you so much, Necker. I'm standing by. A heartbreaking match.
Who the hell decided lawnmowers? Who the hell decided, hey, let's play Wreckfest and let's do a lawnmower derby where we run into each other and then run away when we have the high score? That was the dumbest thing. Myth is dumb and so's Timmy. I don't like either of you. You're stupid and I'm not giving you the champagne.
Okay, and Russell, how are you feeling?
I think all that matters is that we tried our best. I mean, no one expected us to get this far. Everyone said I was awful at the games and I would not be able to make it to semifinals. And we did. And I'm happy about that. So there it is.
This is where we disagree because that's not how I feel. We should have won. We're better. We are, and we know it, and lawnmowers are dumb. I don't mow lawns. I'm above that, and so therefore I cannot play this game.
Now, I just want to say one more thing. Now, I do feel bad losing to Myth because he sucks at games so much, but it's okay because, they got lucky, and that's just what happens.
The real question is, do you think they're going to now get lucky in the finals?
No. Go Hafu, go Dog. You're the best. They're losers. We all know it. No one likes them. Go away.
GG.
GG, guys. Tell me your feelings over at the desk.
Woke up from the trance and it was celebrations from Myth and Timmy there.
Oh,
Listen, I
thanks.
mean, they figured out the strategy, all right? When you're ahead, your ride's a little dinged up. Maybe the insurance premium is going through the roof, you know what I mean? State Farm could help you out with that, but again, you're trying to win the round. Worry about that later on.
Yeah.
Stay safe, stay away from the enemy, and they were looking good.
Myth and Timmy, they mastered the art of the tractor, man. That was it. Soda Pop and Russell, they just couldn't hang at the end of the day. And now we know who's going to be in the championship game.
We do know. Welcome back to Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge, live from Vegas. They say 2 days is enough for Las Vegas, and we are fast approaching the grand final here on day 2. We began with 32 creators competing in a physical challenge yesterday, and today we have played through 3 rounds of our single elimination bracket. It's been completely insane, and now we are down to just 2 duos battling it out to become the ultimate champions. We have Timmy and Myth versus Hafu and Dog. Everyone is gathered around the arcade cabinet. We are about to play our Tetris Grand Final, but before we do that, chat, we want to take a moment to let you select the best moment from the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge. We've narrowed it down to just these top moments, and as we show the nominees, click the extension, vote on which one you think is best. Just take a look at these. I'm actually excited to see these myself.
Right.
Because there's been so many good moments. Let's take this look at this clip from Myth. Oh, of course.
Wait, it's crazy to think that this is where we started with it all, right here in the IRL challenges. And you know, Myth is a competitor. He's been seeing it since day 1.
That was a very intense moment where they were able to score a massive amount of points. And then the record-setting run here from Lulu Lovely and Ava.
Absolutely crazy. The fact that they were able to put the puzzle together so fast, and then Lulu the god, look, what a G. Knocking almost all of them down right there, and they dominated that.
All right, we had Nick A30 replays in the chip shot, taking down as many as they could, and then securing massive amount of points in the putting. Going for behind the back. Oh, stylish.
That is Nick A30 in a nutshell, always going for the content.
But then, of course, XQC. The 1v2s were crazy. Over and over again, he was popping off. And that was just the final moment. That was just the win. Tina Depp were able to advance to the next round. XQC and Nick A30, different end of the spectrum here, but a really wholesome, wonderful, gifted moment.
It just shows you it doesn't matter what, everybody believes purple.
Going up, there was the final run.
This was bad. This was an extremely close race, but then the fact that Soda Pop and the
Oh, wait.
despite being underdogs, came out in front and won this closely contested race, and then the pop-offs afterwards. This is brotherly love. I love it.
And they weren't supposed to be here. They weren't supposed to be here. Great stuff from Soda Pop and Russell.
I'm gonna get spanked like that.
Chat, vote. The best moments poll is going to stay open for a bit, so get in there and vote on your favorite. While you do that, we're going to go check in on the bracket challenge we mentioned at the beginning of the show. All 32 creators filled out a bracket for who they thought would win each matchup today, and the person who accumulates the most points with the correct picks is going to win a sweet prize box. For an update on the bracket challenge,
I will tip you. The bill will be sent to you.
I don't.
If someone shows up with a gold jacket to deliver you pizza, you tip properly, you know?
You are gonna get to play on an actual arcade cabinet. You can see the contestants making their way to the podium here. Hafu and Dog. So many have them in the finals here. They were easily one of the greatest favorites coming into the event, but the fact that they're here just means so much.
This is what it's all about right now. Our final 2 duos going toe-to-toe. And kind of old school, Belly. It is classic Tetris gonna go down in Tetris Effect.
But that's the beauty of the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge. We have all come up from different genres, card games, competitive games, esports, it doesn't matter. It has all come down to the classic Sancho. We're going to Tetris, baby.
Day 1, we had IRL challenges, and for this entire time during the pandemic, we've been competing remotely. But now, it's going back to where it's all began for me in the arcade. You're sitting next to each other, you're shoulder to shoulder, and it's all about the dub. Can Timmy Myth walk away with the championship, or will Hafu and Dog do it? Let's go, babies!
All right, guys. We are about to get into the final event of the entire...
Crown a winner before the end of the show. Now, I believe the way this works is conquest mode. Both players One team has to defeat both players on the other side. Both players have to play.
Essentially what happens, if you win, that's it. You're no longer able to compete again. So if everyone's confident that Timmy's going to get the win here, Myth is going to have to be the anchor to close it out. So yes, 2 wins is what you're going to need. You're going to be competing in Speed 7. And it doesn't matter if both of you go out, it's all about the high score. So Veli, I'm expecting T-spins. I'm expecting big clear outs. I'm expecting all the Tector strats to come out here because that's what it's going to take to be able to win the grand prize today.
But at the end of the day, Sancho, we're all forgiven. This is a game of patience and strategy. Everything that we've been playing so far today, players are going against each other, throwing lawnmowers at each other. This is going to come down to calculated moves.
Shout out to the rest of the content creators, the streamers here. It
SQC,
feels like I'm watching
Tyler
Street
Woods,
Fighter 2,
Cypher.
everyone in the background. We got all the big names here. My heart is racing. I hope your heart and your pulse is at an all-time high because it's going down here live from Las Vegas.
And this is a championship game, baby. The stakes are raised. And at the end of the day, Sancho, you saw what they're getting right. That beautiful trophy.
Oh my goodness, man, Veli, this is so excitement and feels so good to be back in a LAN setting because you wouldn't have it anywhere else but here at Twitch Rivals.
And if you think that the competition wasn't hot, take a look at all the bodies around the stage. Tyler won, Soda Poppin', Cutie, everybody that's been here has put on one hell of a show.
And every single streamer has their own POV thanks to the phones provided by Samsung, all pointed to the big main cabinet. It's the big stage here. It's the trophy arcade cabinet. And hey, again, the winner walks home with that.
And I think we're ready for a countdown. I think it's
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go!
Anticipation out the gate. It's all about surviving. It's all about making sure that you clear out as many points as possible. Timmy on the right, Hafu on the left, Veli. It's all about it right now. It's do or die time.
But check out the pressure right now. How full she's at skipping any spaces. She is looking absolutely perfect right now. But take a look at Timmy's screen on the bottom left side. He has that empty space. That might catch him later on in the game.
We got to see how the strats play out here. I like what Hafu is doing. That's something that I would do to set it all up for that big line to get the big clear. We're taking a look here. The score is 95 to 41, Hafu in the lead.
And this game is as random as ever. You don't know what to expect. This is coming down to the wire.
The speed is picking up, folks, here. Who is going to get the first win for their duo?
Boy.
It's getting intense. Hafu is waiting for the line. There's the line for Hafu. It's coming on down, folks. It only clears just 2, Veli.
Hafu popping off right now, but take a look at Timmy. The concentration is there, but he has to stick this, and there you go. Just got a lot.
Speed 7, Veli, I'm not quite sure. There's a lot of holes in Hafu's game.
You're right, but take a look at the score as well. She has basically double what Timmy has, and she's still focused. There's a lot of holes on both sides, but can they make it work?
Hafu has to hold on. Hafu has to get as much points as possible. She cannot go out early to leave an opportunity for Timmy, who has been kind of slated out to be the titan of the Tetris game right now.
Hafu is working it right now. She's getting line after line. Things are starting to connect. Did you see her side of the screen is looking way prettier at the moment.
Speed, precision, all about being calm, cool, and collected. Cliches will soon go out the door because right now it is championship time. 6,500 points. It's a 3,000 point lead. But right now, the pressure is still being abated. It's still being kept away.
Timmy's still in the game though. If he's able to get a line and clear out that large upside down L in the middle, he can capitalize. But Hafu cooler than the other side of the pillow right now. She is killing it.
Oh no! Timmy's done! Timmy's gone! Hafu gets the dub!
Let's go! The one part of the Silent Assassin squad pulls up in a big way, and it all comes down to me.
So much is on the line. It has been upset city. Wow, Waypunk.
All right. That's game number 1. Let's go to Glitter. We gotta check. Does mean with Hafu's victory, she doesn't play anymore at this point.
That's right. She doesn't play anymore, so it's all going to be on Dog Dog. If he ends up losing this, that means he's going to have to face another match. So that is what's so difficult.
It would be him versus Timmy.
Exactly. And Timmy's already learned. You heard all the breakdown right there from Glitter. In that interview, they're saying, like, look, now I know this and I know that, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that. But Veli, that had so many upsets. Hafu pulling out, winning, getting the dub.
I believe in a thing called a clutch gene. And taking a look at Myth, he looks like he has a lot of it. What I'm hoping is that this will come down to the wire for this championship game. But at the end of the day, that was an exciting matchup. Hafu, she was on it. From the beginning to the end, she wasn't getting a lot of hosts, and she was hitting those lines consistently. Myth going against Dog, this is going to be a tough one.
Oh, man. I just love the vibes again of the arcade. This is what it's all about. I remember those days you put the quarter up, you got next, and right now, up next, it's Dog versus Myth.
Well, I think we're ready to count things down once more.
Let's
here.
get it.
Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, Sancho, this is it. Cadell for his team against Dog. What are you thinking?
It's all or nothing. Myth has been the competitor in various different games, started off his legacy on Twitch with Fortnite, being the coach that he is, and I think that when it's all said and done, you just gotta remember it's all about the basics. But here we go. Almost feels like a mirror match.
Oh, take a look at the lines right now. Myth was looking perfect, but that sideways L might hold him back momentarily. But take a look at Dog. The man is perfect so far, but look at the left side. He's just waiting for that long line.
Here it is. There is that line available for Dog. Right now, Myth is almost, it's hard not to focus to what's happening. Your competitor is sitting right next to you.
And things are getting way more difficult. Already early in the game, and Dog,
oh, no!
He made a crucial mistake.
He knows it. He knows it. You saw the pain in his face.
All right, this is where Myth can come back. He just has to play it slow and steady, and the comeback might be real.
Yeah, we've seen in the previous match, no speed advancements, nothing crazy. It's not like other Tetris games where your opponent could kind of mess up your race. You just got to be clean and calm and cool and collected. And Dog was able to slip in that line piece. Look, there it is, another line piece, and he was able to take the lead back from Myth.
This is where pop-offs don't matter. Take a look at the right side of your screen. Myth looks serious. He wants to get this win, but Dog on the other end, he's trying so hard to come back. And look at the early mistake he made. This is coming back to home.
The speed is still at 7. The lead is right now at Dog. Myth looking for the clutch gene. Gonna have to find it. Already went to his 14-year-old self to be able to clutch out in Minecraft. Already trying to lead the charge here. He's gonna have to pull something out of his hat. He's set up 2 different line spaces here, Belly.
Dog is doing something incredible right now. Remember that early mistake he had? He's starting to correct it. Meanwhile, on the other side, Myth is building up.
It's not all about the lines, folks. It's all about the score and about survival. And both of these competitors do not want to go down. It's a championship on the line between Dog and Myth. And it's getting so close. I feel like the music is just putting up the pace of my heart belly.
Sancho, I never saw a Tetris game so hyped before, but take a look at the score right now. Dog up by basically 2,000 points.
And why does that matter, folks? If both competitors go down at the same time, it will go to the tiebreaker, and that is the high score. I feel like Dog has hit his rhythm. Myth is in trouble. Myth is on the ropes. It is so close. Now Myth is in big trouble. Myth trying to hold on, looking for any opportunities to keep on the survival. Myth, can he find it? He's so close. And no, Myth is gone. Myth is gone. It is your champions here. Dog and Hafu.
Let's go. Congrats once again. Great game from both teams. Big shout out to Timmy and Myth. But like you said, Sancho, it all comes down to the champions. Dog and Hafu.
Wow, they predicted that they didn't do it, Belly, and they did.
The humble team came out on top.
What a moment. What a match. And we have our first ever Twitch Rivals Ultimate Champions. Oh, a moment for it to sink in. You can see the celebration from the streamers' faces, but my goodness. Let's go down to Glitter.
All right, guys, was an insane finish to the entire event here. First of all, we got to check in with our second place team. Timmy, Myth, you guys were so confident the entire time. You ended up in second, and that's not too bad.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm not like too down about second place. It was actually really hard. I'm actually not that good at Tetris either. I mean, I was practicing. I was playing okay on the practice, but here it was like extremely hard. It was going way too fast. I couldn't handle it. But
I suck, dude. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Tetris not my game, but you know what? They came up and they clutched up when it mattered. So, GG's to them all the way.
GG's to them.
Well, you know what? Congratulations, guys. You did great. I'm going to send you down. Thank you so much for playing and for showing out. We got to check in with our champions. Hot food going through your mind right now.
I can't believe we won. It's crazy.
I'm super stoked. I did not expect to do this well. Yeah, I'm just so proud of my husband and I, and yay.
I mean, you guys were kind of unstoppable on both days. You did really, really well. Top 8 on day number 1. Obviously, grand champions in the entire bracket. Now, did you have a strategy coming into this entire event, or were you just kind of winging it, having fun, and then seeing where it went?
I'm a little try-hard at everything, so I actually put in all my free time in practicing all of the games as much as I possibly could. So I wanted to make sure I didn't have any regrets, and I don't have any regrets.
We didn't even drink last night.
That is commitment, okay? Now, obviously, you guys get an amazing arcade, okay? What's the plan? Where are you gonna put it?
We have a house here in Vegas, so it's going right in there, and this is gonna make a great piece.
Yeah, I'm excited. Do we get 2 of them? Yes.
I mean, you do. So does that become like an individual room thing, or like one in the public area, one in a gaming room? How does that work?
I'm not sure. I guess,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
All right, well, I mean, this is a great way to end the entire event. Before I let you guys go and enjoy your celebration, I'm gonna let you do a final shout out to everybody that's been hanging out with you guys and room for you along the way.
Thank you, everyone here who's cheered us on, everyone at home, the production team, the Rivals for putting on such a cool event. I had so much fun.
Yeah, thank you for all the competitors also. Everyone was so nice. I met so many of the streamers that I watch, and it was great. And thank you for the production team as well.
And thank you guys for helping us put on an amazing show. We're gonna send it back on over to Wavepunk to close this whole thing out.
Thank you so much, Glitter. What a grand finals, and we finally get to see the Hoff single game, and now walking home with 2 cabinets for the same house. A married couple won.
And not only that, the lion's share of the prize money.
Yes.
That is what's up, but wow. Veli, that Tetris match, I mean, it was very unexpected. It came down to the wire. Myth almost did it. He almost was able to clutch up, and you can hear the cheers out there from the other streamers congratulating Hafu and Dog Dog.
I think the best part about this is they didn't come into this whole Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge cocky or super overly confident. They were extremely humble, show love to their opponents, and then they won the whole thing at the end of the day. I love Hafu and Dog Dog.
It was amazing. What a day. And as we showed you earlier, this is the growing map of the Twitch Rivals universe. We talked about this earlier, but I mean, let's talk about how much money these teams won. Let's talk about like the final prize, $250,000 over the course of the entire event. How much did different teams take home here? I think that I'm excited to see it here. $25,120 going to Hafu and Dog, plus a year's supply of Doritos and 2 arcade cabinets.
A year's supply of Doritos?
It's also 2 years supply of Doritos for them because I think it's individually. Yeah, so their house gets 2.
My house will be covered head to toe in the blue Doritos easily. I don't know the name of the flavor. I just know the blue ones are goat.
Man, ranch, my guy.
Nobody walking home empty-handed. The smallest purse is $11,400 there for last place. What a day, split 2 ways. It's a pretty solid performance.
A lot of good things happened here today. It feels good to be back in person, IRL. No matter what you want to call it, it was really cool to see everybody in each other, even like just in the in-between. And I know we give a lot of shout-outs, but I definitely want to give a shout-out to the crew for keeping us safe. And that was awesome to know that we were safe and we were protected. So shout out to that crew as well.
I'm gonna be honest, like with all of us coming from different avenues when it comes to gaming, never in my life would I work with somebody as amazing as Sancho. You know, I love working with you, but seeing everyone here, Ava, Lulu, Lovely, Tyler won. This has been an insane event, Caleb.
It has been an insane event, and as we showed you earlier, the map of the Twitch Rivals universe, this event is forever immortalized here, and now we have added the images of Hafu and Dog, who will be forever remembered for their epic achievements over the past 2 days. Look at that. Perfect stuff there. This is never going to change on this map. It's awesome. Chat, also, your votes are in, and it's time to reveal your MVP for day 2, with a little help from our partners at Pizza Hut. Just like no one out-pizzas the Hut, no one can stop today's MVP in-game, so let's unbox our MV Pizza and see who the winner is. Yesterday it was Cutie. Who's going to be today? Uh-oh. The universe is great, but pizza, please. Thank you. Here it is. And it's Timmy.
Oh.
Timmy, congratulations on being the MV Pizza of the day.
with his wonderful performance through all the rounds.
Well deserved. Timmy's been playing like an absolute prodigy in every game he touches. He's been insane.
And just like pepperoni, reliable. Can't go wrong with the pepperoni.
Timmy and pepperoni pizza. Order that every time. It's also time to reveal your winner for the best.
That was like the podium for my man.
It's fine. I think, yeah, she should. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh! I'm getting crunk tonight. This is what I do, man. We're gonna reenact it later. Let's go. Wait, there's more. Oh snap! What is this? Is it a box of chocolates? Open it. Open it.
Let's see.
What is that? What's going on? A compendium of truffle collection. Truffles? Aren't those like $1 million each? Oh, it's chocolates. Did you get it from like Hogwarts?
But now, Myth, you had the most perfect bracket. What's crazy is that you bet against yourself. As confident as you were, you actually bet that you wouldn't win, and you actually had the most accurate bracket. So congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, why don't we bring this gentleman in his prize? There you go. You're getting yourself a Twitch Rivals luxury goods box.
Yes, I did vote for Hafu to win. So, because I wanted to maximize my profit, and look at that, baby, it paid off. I got Gucci flip-flops. Woohoo! Are they flip-flops?
There you go. Listen, we're going to let you enjoy your prize right now. Absolutely. We're going to head back to Caleb over on the couches here to wrap things up. Congrats, Smith.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Yeah, I think this is amazing. These are some incredible gifts these guys are opening here.
Jealous.
So much.
We were out there in the Gucci shops. We should have competed. We made the wrong route, but it's all good.
No, just become one of the top 32 streamers on the platform, and hey, you'll get invited.
Easy. Facts.
It's pretty simple stuff there.
I try though every day.
All right, there's been some winners. They're telling me that there's some winners, folks. So we're gonna show that next, I believe. It's in Vegas, okay? It's been an absolutely overloaded with excitement weekend. This has been truly a memorable experience. Thank you to all of our partners who helped make the Twitch Rivals Ultimate Challenge possible. Thank you also to our creators and to the amazing crew who put all of this together. I have a feeling this won't be the last Ultimate Challenge. So until next time, stay well. Thanks for watching.